So I just spent a couple of minutes sitting here like a dickhead with the mic mute. I just spent a couple of minutes sitting here like a dickhead with the mic muted. Thank you, Sawab. Thank you, Sawab. Thank you, guys. I didn't even fucking know. What I was saying is that shout out to Ebony Bridges, who lived up to my expectations. I picked her to win the fight on points, and she did that. It was a risky fight because she doesn't come from a deep amateur background. She's not an Olympian. She's learning on the job, and she's a late starter. That's what made it a risky fight. But she pulled it out, and I figured she can pull it out. She can do it. It's her moment. And immediately after the fight, one of her contemporaries, I won't say who, I won't give them the exposure that they're trying to get. One of her contemporaries that's very critical of how she markets herself is vying for a fight, seems to be vying for a fight, having not fought in the last 2 years. It's like, how you going to criticize Ebony Bridges for how she markets herself when how she markets herself is the reason she's relevant and you're not? Clearly, she's doing something right and you're not, because she's talked about and you're not. And I don't know why so many people try to look at this sport through rose-tinted lenses, critical of what the lady's wearing at weigh-ins when it's a fucking weigh-in. What do you expect a woman to be wearing at a weigh-in? For the most part, when you see her outside of the ring, it's very conservative wear that the lady's wearing. I mean, near as I could tell, people make up their mind whether they're going to like you or not as soon as they see you. You know what I mean? It's people that's going to hate you regardless of what you do, even if you ain't do nothing to their ass. That's what I see. Shout out to Drew. One thing that chops my ass is fighters and quote-unquote fans saying this fighter ducked even though he chose to move up to a division to take on the top guy. Yeah, it's silliness in boxing, bro. It's just a lot of silliness in boxing. Shout out to Sawab. No sound jet. Yeah. I seen that. Shout out to Drew. Jules with the whoop. No, all I did was add the Skelly Boom Boom. That's all I did. I added the Skelly Boom Boom. So I'm gonna open up the chat. A lot of people are very critical of Ebony Bridges and how she presents herself. But near as I can tell, if you want my honest opinion, what the criticism really is that a lot of people are jealous that they don't have the looks, the marketing skill, and the ability. That's what I think it is. Because when you see that they do like you know, behind the gloves, or if they do a featurette where they're, you know, she's doing an interview or something like that, what she's wearing is very conservative. It's not like she's half naked all the time. The only time that the lady is quote unquote half naked is at a fucking weigh-in where everybody else is half naked. So it's like, what are you what is really at the base of your criticism? And from what I could see, what they really critical about is jealousy. Like, it's jealousy. Like, what you really mad about
What's the big deal? Girls in UFC have been doing
you called
it
it
for
right
years.
there, Jules. The J word.
Yeah, it's jealousy.
It's the same thing last week when
One at a
Sulem
time, fellas. One at a time.
It's the same thing when Sulem Urbina was showing her new bikini pics off, or just marketing. Like, who cares? Like, let her do her thing.
Exactly.
They've been doing that in the UFC for years, bro. Literally, what the fuck?
Let me say this. Let me just say this, because I'm not saying, hold on, who that? That's Jay. I'm gonna say this, right? I'm not saying that everybody has to follow that status quo. No, you do what you feel comfortable with. I'm for them having a choice. Like, nah, you gotta have a choice. Just be who you are and be who you are. So if this person is comfortable doing that, you don't need to worry about that, because ain't nobody telling you to do that. You do what you want. She do what she want. Like, in other words, I seen a fighter, right? And this fighter actually came at me for no reason other than I was just rooting for Ebony. This was months ago. And, you know, I told Enzo Macarinelli, former cruiserweight champion, very nice guy, by the way.
Yo, what the fuck is that?
Right? I told him, I'm like, yo, that lady, she's mad bitter because she blocked me just because I was rooting for Ebony months ago. So who pops up in the comments under my tweet? Her sister. And I'm like, lady, I wasn't talking to you. And when me and your sister had that exchange, you was not a party to that. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Your sister acted some type of way with me just because I said I was rooting for Ebony. I never said nothing bad about your sister. I don't know you to say nothing bad about you. Feel me? So we already know what you doing. You trying to run like a smear campaign. And what I'm saying is this. You got all these issues with how this woman markets herself, right? But she's relevant and you're not. That's just reality. She is sitting here as a world champion and you're not. She's somebody that's talked about and you're not. So instead of hating, you should be taking notes because you've been around a lot longer than her and you
You're
ain't
mad
cool.
because she's styling on him?
That's the shit. That's what I see. That's what I see.
Damn.
She ain't got
Hating
no
niggas,
reason to
man.
say nothing to her, you know? I mean, it's not her business what she's doing.
And Isan said it like Jules. Not every woman boxer does that. Like when Holly Holm was in at the top at UFC, she didn't do the bikini shit like Misha Tate or some of the other shit. Not every girl shows her body off, and that's okay.
And that's cool. Like ain't nobody trying to make that the norm. You see what I mean? They're like, yo, it's the choice. That it's the fighter's choice how they want to market themselves. For example, Katie Taylor don't say a lot, don't show a lot, don't be around a lot, but she doing her thing. If Ebony Bridges' thing is different from Katie's, don't hate on her trying to turn her into her. Nah, you need all the flavors for the sport to grow. All the different flavors, all the different type of personalities, all the different type of people, because that's how it is for the men. Hold up. For example, anybody that grew up in our era knows that Oscar De La Hoya, they used his looks to help sell him. So why the fuck would it be different for a girl? It's the same shit. When Oscar was out, bro, the dude was cutting albums. He looked like he should be in a fucking novella, that dude. So stop looking at boxing through rose-tinted lenses. Boxing don't work.
That album was trash too.
It was trash, but he got a lot of pussy, and I'm proud of him.
I remember when he was singing on Christina when the album came out.
Ay, Dios mío, Cristina.
Bro, people don't understand.
Throwback, bro. He said, wait. He said Cristina with the blonde bulb, the blonde hair.
Hey, that was our Oprah, though, dog. That was our Oprah.
It was. Go ahead, country.
Hey, just a real quick update. Rodriguez just took Velasco out in the 7th round. He put him down twice.
Yeah, I seen. I got it on right now. I seen.
Cristina and Sábado Gigante.
Sábado Gigante.
Con Don Francisco, who's really all these years, you know, and I've said this before for those that don't know, Don Francisco is not from Chile. He's actually German. It was Leo. I think it was Leo that told me that, and I never knew that until he told me that. Yo, Don Francisco. I'm dead ass.
That dude's German.
He's a German. Yeah. He's a German defector, bro. He was raised in Chile after they defected, bro. Wow. I never fucking knew that until Leo told me.
Ain't that a trick?
Yeah, Julius. Random question. I have to ask you a question. You watch football? Like you watch football?
I used to,
right?
Oh no, I don't watch soccer.
No, so I was going to ask you.
Yeah. I thought you saw.
I was gonna ask you. Who's better? Who's the better Ronaldo? Ronaldo or Cristiano Ronaldo? But
I can't.
You wouldn't be able to.
I can't. Yeah, I can't answer that question. I don't got nothing against it. I know it's the biggest sport in the world. Like it is. But you know, if you talking about football, if you ask me about football, I'm thinking about Jets.
Yeah,
Giants,
soccer
Patriots,
was.
Hey, Jules, another
No,
question.
that's what they call soccer football.
Is this the same Elvis Rodriguez that nearly turned Blair Cobbs into a stroke victim? This him?
No. Alex Rocha.
Yeah, that's Alex Rocha. Yeah. Like
no. During sparring. The sparring room.
Oh yeah, this is him. This is him.
Shit.
This is him.
Okay,
this is the one.
Yeah, during sparring. Okay.
Isn't he like at 135?
Listen. This is what I was told by somebody that would know, and I trust the information. She told me a couple of months ago, a ways back, this Elvis Rodriguez was sparring Blair Cobbs at Wild Card over there on the West Coast, Freddie Roach's gym, and he put Blair down so hard they had to call an ambulance. That's what I was told. And yeah, I believe it because Elvis is like, he's fundamentally sound. Like he's not flashy, but he do the basic stuff well. Bring the jab in the straight or the jab in the cross, put the little body shots. Like he do things well. He's not, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I think he got limits, but yeah, I believe it. I believe that he put him down.
There's a reason why Top Rank signed him, bro. Like every Top Rank castaway, when they go to a different promotion, they catch wreck bad. They're doing people bad, bro. Because Top Rank's quality control, like you said, their quality control, how they raise their prospects, how they put them through these tough, rigorous fights. Like, yo, bro, if you are able to go through the gauntlet at top rank, you will be champion for a very, 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 very long time. And
Yeah.
it's produced a tried and true formula over and over and over again.
Yeah, like the thing is that, you know, and I understand why they cut him. Like, I get it. Like, look, if you can't make it past a Kenny Sims, what the fuck do you want us to do with you? You know, I get it. Like, look, it's a business, bro. And I'm not knocking nobody hustle, but it is what it is. They're like, yeah, if you can't make it past a Kenny Sims, what the fuck are we gonna do with you, bro? Look, Josue Vargas, did he win that? They gave him the decision, didn't they? Even though he got dropped like 2-3 times on the top rank.
Dude bit him, and
Dude, I seen this shit. The dude bit him on the shoulder. Literally, he fucking, and bear in mind the dude was beating him, and he bit the motherfucker. I'm like, yo,
damn,
motherfuckers is crazy.
Yeah, that's like, yeah.
But you gotta remember, Kenny Sims come from the showbox. It's two things that raise good prospects into contenders and good world champions that I've seen in the last 20 years. Showbox or top rank.
Yeah,
And,
I'm not.
the
Like,
other,
I'm not
the other one was
disagreeing.
Friday Night Fights.
I'm not disagreeing, but you know, when you spending money on a guy and you trying to promote him, we talk about it all the time. That at top rank, they're gonna put you in those sink or swim situations so they know what you are. And it's a reason that you see Elvis Rodriguez, right? Or that he had lost to Kenny Sims three fights ago, because he lost to Sims, then he had a rebound fight that he won, and now he just had this fight. And you see Joseph Adorno, he's also on this card. He's going to be on the next fight. It's the reason you see those guys, man. You're just short of what they're looking for. Like, that you just short of that.
Exactly. And they put you in them fights. Like, I know they're gonna tell Berlanga, like, look, you want to get paid what you're getting paid right now in headline? We're gonna pull you in there with this dude. Or do you want to let us take this foot off the gas a little, and you're gonna make 300,000-400,000 less? Well, you get to work.
Yeah, I mean, like, look, you want my honest opinion? He need that Zerto Ramirez resume, because he need work, bro. Like, he needs, like, yo, yeah, man, you don't really have much of
bro.
a jab.
He don't have a good jab. He don't go to the body. He don't hook off the jab. He don't diversify his left hand at all. Like, yo, bro, I couldn't get on the stream when you guys were watching Berlanga Rose, so I went downstairs to see what you guys were talking about, and I was watching it. Like, bro, Rose was letting that 1-2 and moving. It was just simple boxing. That guy didn't double jab. That guy didn't put no combinations together. That guy just, like,
he not ready.
Powerful as he is, he's not ready for the big time.
He
like,
not ready. He not ready for top 20 guys. Like, he not ready.
Yeah, do not put him near anyone near anywhere near Steven Nelson, because he might end his career. And I believe that, because
wait a minute, Carmouche. They talking about who's Carmouche? Ain't that the one that wear the glasses? Who watch MMA? Drew, you know MMA. Carmouche is the one that wears the glasses, right?
Yeah, Liz.
I thought she retired.
I don't think she did.
Or is it just that she got cut from the UFC?
She got cut.
She got cut, right? Because they just showed her on Bellator.
Ain't she the one that fought Ronda Rousey that one time, Liz Carmouche or something?
Yeah,
like that?
yeah. That's
like
that was Ronda's first fight, and she almost choked out Ronda, cranked her neck.
Wow.
Yeah.
So can we say that Bellator is like the PBC of MMA?
No. It's just basically.
No, they ain't that
it's
bad.
just basically. It's not bad. It's just like, the UFC guys had a shot and they're looking for a second life in MMA. Go to Bellator.
Bellator is like a AAA in baseball.
Bellator is like that, or you're not in an exclusive deal with them. You can go fight in Japan. You can go do all those other things.
But let me ask, because I don't know the MMA scene, right? What I see is that, look, when Cyborg got beat the fuck up by Munez, it wasn't no rematch. And I remember Dana was saying that, like, yo, Cyborg don't want it. And then after that, no, hold on. I just remember that he was saying some shit that was kind of like that. And then lo and behold, Cyborg went to fucking Bellator. You didn't have the second fight with Munez.
Can I interject and let me tell you this? Dana White does not like Chris Cyborg for some reason. I don't know why he doesn't like Chris Cyborg.
You know
why.
why.
I think because what she did, like she did something to where, like, she was talking to Dana White, and she had like a video doctor to make it look like Dana White was kind of shortchanging her.
Yeah,
and like put subtitles in, and then Dana White found out about that shit, and that pissed him the fuck off. And
No, yeah,
Cyborg's
Cyborg's a snake, bro.
Yeah.
She overvalues herself. She acted like she was the A side, like all that shit. Like she never wanted to cut weight to fight Ronda.
Yeah, and that was that was one thing that I'm glad you brought that up, because that was always a thing when that was a conversation. That listen, Ronda's the A side, bro. Like I know you don't have to like her. I never thought much of her, right? And I actually predicted that Holly was gonna be the one to beat her because I remembered Holly from when she was boxing. And she's a southpaw. She move around a lot, but she got a kickboxing background. Long story short, Ronda's the A side. You got to cut that weight. If you don't want to cut the weight, then you don't want to fight.
Hey, Jules,
But you have to look at those.
Holly, man. Did you see the face-off? She was scared of Holly.
Because she knew Holly wasn't no motherfucking soccer mom. Holly ain't no soccer mom, bro. She with the shit.
You can see her stuttering. Seriously, if you go back and watch it, you can see her stuttering and shit when she was trying to talk smack.
I would love for her. I think that honestly, what she should do is come back to boxing. Because look, you did a dope thing in mixed martial arts. You the one that did that. Can't nobody take that away from you, right? But right now, get away from the MMA, come back to the boxing. Talk to Eddie. Talk to him. It's money out here. It's money out here for the preacher's daughter. Talk to him.
And she got
But
a
I
name,
think she's
too.
shot in boxing, bro. I think she's shot in boxing.
Nah, I think she could beat some girls, bro. I think she could
I know,
beat some
but
girls.
but you do remember that. You remember that fight where I think it was Delphine Persoon that almost killed her, bro. That like
They
you remember
never
that
fought.
fight when
They never
No.
fought.
That was Sophie and Matisse who did that. That was Sophie and Matisse who knocked her out. That was
she got that, but she got that back in the rematch though. She got that back in the rematch. Like I'm saying that this is what I mean, right? You don't put Holly in there with homegirl that's
Alicia
in the
Baumgartner at all. No, you don't put her in there because isn't she
like,
at 130?
Yeah, like you don't put her in there with homegirl that's an Olympian. You give her a couple of fights to ease her back into activity to fight one of your established fighters, like Katie Taylor, right? Like Alicia Baumgartner, right? You just built that because Holly not the fighter that she gonna need bring along. No, you give her two tune-up fights and then put her in a big one.
I remember that fight. Holly was getting beat, but she got stuck in the ropes, and that chick took advantage of that and just stowed on her.
I ain't mad at it.
But,
I ain't mad at it.
It looked bad. But yo, Jules, what's good with you wanting people to headbutt people and hit niggas in their dick? That shit be horrible.
Oh, fuck that shit, bro.
It's a fight.
Listen. The older I get, the less coddling I want. You know, like fuck the coddling, bro. I seen Andrew motherfucking Galata to Riddick Bowe, and that wasn't even the only time he hit him in the dick. He literally got low, bop 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 to the dick. All right,
you know what is that? One second. You know what it is that? Jay just doesn't like men hugging each other, innit? You just don't like that shit.
You know what the shit is? I like the filthy shit because it makes the fight spicy. Like headbutts, dick punches, you know, just I like the filthy shit. Like, yeah, fuck that shit. It's fucking fight. We ain't here to watch you do twos respect each other. Fuck that shit. Headbutt them. If you could come in low and come up, fuck it. Do it.
Cup check rides again.
My thing is with Jules. Jules is the type of dude that he gonna headbutt you in the street, pull out the knife and slit your throat.
Why not?
Hey, check this out. And the saga continues with that Polish, what's his name, Kalnacki. He's son of Captain Kupchak.
I'm saying he tried
that foul bullshit with Hellenius and everything.
Because
Hellenius was gonna kill him, bro.
Like all he could do was hit him low because he was just getting the shit beat out of him.
That was worse than the first fight. That was worse than the first fight, man. Fuck.
Yeah, like all he could do was hit him low.
No, I love that dirty shit. I wish we had the old school where they didn't tape the gloves and you could lace the guys and.
Bro, I feel they should let.
That's old. That's real boxing, though, bro. That's real fighting.
They need to go back to the kickboxer tongue pole shit. Put glass on the shit. Fuck it, yo. Fuck it. Fuck
Yo,
it.
bro, what? Yo, you remember what happened to Billy College, bro? We can't be doing that type of stuff.
We need that shit. In these difficult times, in these difficult dark times, we need the glass on the tape, on the rap. Like, put the glass on the rap. Fuck that shit.
But I mean,
man.
we don't get. It's a violent sport, fellas. Like the fighters get paid. Like if it got back to the old school a little bit, yeah, I'd want to pay the fighters more.
Yeah,
but the product would be more entertaining.
Yeah, like all right. So we got Joseph Adorno and motherfucking Muhammad Ali Platano. That like
Argentina taking. Did y'all see Johnson beat that Argentina? I wanted that dude Johnson to lose because McWaters is his manager in the corner over there looking stupid.
I seen that shit. We got Cassius Clay Mangu.
Cassius Mangu's better be.
Cassius Mangu and Joseph Adorno. I don't know, man. These a lot of Puerto Rican fighters that ain't named Xander Zayas. I don't trust them, man. If it ain't Xander, I really don't trust him.
Now, is he a Puerto Rican or Puerto Rican born in America?
I don't know.
Jules, do you think
I think Puerto Rican born in America?
Hold on, one at a time. Go ahead, Midwest. Go ahead, Midwest.
Do you think they're gonna push Xander now after they saw that fight where Belengra laid an egg again? Do you think they're gonna push him?
I think they are, but they have to be careful because look. The divisions where Xander's campaigning, they're very political right now. Like even if he were to move up, like where's he at now? 54?
Yeah.
He's at 50. It's very political there. So it's a situation where, yes, you should promote him more because he actually is the goods, but you don't want to rush him into title conversations that are not going to happen. We know that PBC controls 154.
Correct.
So don't put that heat on him.
Platform. I mean, do you think they're going to realize that Belengra is not the goods? Do you think they're going to move away from that and start pushing him instead? With the casual fan, the ESPN.
Well, if you got to, this is the thing. Okay, so he's like 12-0 right now, isn't he? About 12, 13-0.
Yeah.
And if you start putting him to headline, see, I don't like the added attention that will get him because that's what made Berlanga sort of a bit of a fuck. Like you getting too much attention for what a bring along fights. I like where Xander is. It keeps him humble, keeps him working. He looks good every time he gets out there, and he doesn't get a big fucking head. Hold on, let me finish.
Yep.
I feel like Teofimo, and I understand that, he did something dope for him, but it's like, yeah, he got a big head. Then you look at Edgar, all right, you got a big fucking head. I don't want that to happen to Xander.
They push Shakur perfectly. The way they push Shakur, they have to take the same approach. If they do that, Shakur's on his way to be a star. I mean, they've moved him perfectly along, like as in promotion-wise. If they do the same thing with Xander, I think that he can be a star.
No, I agree with you, but they're going to take their time. Xander's not even a 12-round fighter yet.
Yeah,
he's taking his time.
I'm just saying, do you think they're going to flip-flop?
No, they already know he's the good.
Let me right. Listen, this is the main thing, right? We know that Xander's not a 12-round fighter right now, right? So you can't have a guy headlining a 6-rounder or an 8-round. You know what I mean? Like he's gonna headline on the card in an 8-rounder. No, and that's where he's at. He's not fighting 12-round fights yet. So I don't know if they're gonna decide like, okay, now you're gonna headline shows, and I hope that they don't because he's very young. You don't need to rush.
I agree 100%. I just think that the ESPN Top Rank has to be disappointed in Edgar's showings. I mean, he started out beating cab drivers, obviously, and Steve Rolls is obviously, a decent fighter, a good, solid, middle-of-the-road fighter, but that was, in my opinion, a very poor show.
No, that was an egg. He laid an egg. He laid an egg. Like, there's no doubt about it because it's not that you didn't knock him out. I could actually live with you not knocking him out if you were winning decisively. And there was nothing decisive about that, bro. No. You get him on the ropes, and then you don't fucking throw. Why are you tentative? This guy's been stopped before. He's 37 years old on 37-year-old legs. You should be winning this fight decisively, and you're not.
Rolls didn't
start putting their heads together.
Here's the thing, though. Top rank. I don't think they're disappointed. They have a next man up way of doing things. They got the crew signed. They're developing other guys. Bruce Trampler, Moretti, they know Berlanga's not the goods now. They seen enough boxing to know what's up.
They have to know.
They know he's not working. They know it's not Mickey Bay and Andre Rozier. It's a work ethic.
Yeah,
so they're going to move accordingly.
Let me say this. The real question isn't about Xander. The real question is about Edgar. Do they take their foot off the gas? Like, what the fuck are they going to do with him?
Give him his walking.
Jules, don't you think, though, it's dependent on him and his manager asking for crazy money next fight? If they want what you do, okay, we'll give you a fucking killer then if you want that bread.
I don't even know, because they spent so much money telling us about how his dad went to Rikers. I think they're
Can I add something real quick? Okay, I think they should give Edgar one more shot, put him in with a probably a decent guy this time, maybe not the best but decent, and based on his showing against that guy, and that'll determine whether or not they need to cut him, or maybe just get rid of him altogether.
I don't think they'll cut him. They might back him down. They might back him down to be more of a.
I mean, I would go back to doing that. Yeah, exactly. Or go back to giving them low opposition. I guess.
I want to say. Let me say this. I know why Top Rank cut Joseph Adorno. Nobody should have to look at that haircut. That is very bad.
Jake,
very bad.
Can I tell you guys and everybody on the panel?
The fuck am I? What the hell is this?
Everyone, can I just say to you, I just want to say, you know how big boxing is in the UK? This just shows. So basically, I just came to my second shop in Kingsbury, and I put it on my socials as well. I met Jack and Kit from Top Boy, on Netflix. Who has seen the show?
I know the movie. I know of the show. I haven't seen it, but I know of the show.
You need to see it. I think Jack, she's quite short. I didn't realize she was that short. I'm 6 feet. And I was wearing slippers, and she's quite short. She's like 5'5", but she's an amazing actor. So basically, I came down to my shop. I posted it on my YouTube as well. Guess where they came from? They came from their friends, and they were watching the boxing fight. And the match, Martinez versus Warrington, and they're not even big names. It's not even like the heavyweights.
No, listen.
They were watching the fight. That's how big boxing is in the UK.
I'm just gonna say this
from Top Boy.
I just want to say this. For all those fucking bleeding hearts that are so fucking mad that Josh got the title shot. It was Kiko's shot to give, you pouty motherfuckers. If Kiko didn't want to give him the shot, guess what? Kiko doesn't give him the shot. But why does Kiko give him the shot? Because Josh sells tickets, bro. All right. So wake the fuck up. Wake the fuck up and stop looking at boxing through rose-tinted lenses, okay? I keep saying, Lara should have got the shot. Bro, it's not Lara's shot to get. Lara's not Kiko's mandatory, all right? Kiko felt like giving Josh the shot, so he gave him the fucking shot.
And here's the thing, Jules. It's a European domestic fight. Kiko's fucking Spaniard. He stood home. He stood on his side of the pond.
Exactly. It's like Kiko. Look, and I'm like, I know that Kiko versus Lara, for my money, is an excellent fight. Somebody is going to the emergency room, and I understand that. But commercially, I also know that Kiko's not going to get for Lara what he could get for Warrington. Well, because Lara's not yet a big draw to where, you're going to get all this money for fighting him. No, you're not. Josh is there. He sells tickets and leads. So let Kiko get his money, because what people not understanding is Kiko was able to make good money off that fight because Josh sells tickets. So cut the shit. All right.
And now Kiko has the Kid Galahad rematch.
He could have he can have a Galahad rematch. He could have a fucking. I would like to see Martinez versus Lara. That's a hospital fight. Somebody gonna get hurt. I like it.
No, Lara might hurt him bad, bro, because I told you
he would.
I told you Warrington was gonna win the fight because of how many punches he thrown. And I told you that this guy wasn't outside of the Lara fight, he wasn't like he wasn't shot like that. So you saw all them punches that he was landing on Kiko. Kiko, the rusty shotgun, shot once, and that was Kid Galahad.
Yep.
So at the end of the day,
that was also due to incessant switching. Like, bro, this is why I love Crawford, bro. he don't like. You see a lot of people switch, and they do it at some really just like weird times. Whereas Crawford, he might switch once in the fight. He might, and
He
it's
switches
because
for a reason. That's why.
yeah, he might switch one time, and then it's usually to knock you out actually, because he might have spent most of the fight as a southpaw. Well, now I want to throw some straight right hands. I've been throwing straight left hands. Now I want to throw straight right hands. All this, I'm gonna just be switching to be like, nah, don't do that.
He didn't turn southpaw. He didn't turn southpaw until like round like 6 or 7 versus Porter.
Exactly.
Well,
He
you know
I
turned
can't
southpaw
remember.
way late in
Is
that
Ki-
fight.
Kiko
is this
didn't help
Rivera's thing
himself.
to try to look like Ali?
Yeah.
Oh
Kiko
my
didn't-
God!
Kiko didn't help himself by staying on the ropes. And King KO said Rivera looked like Trinidad and what's called Julian Jackson had a baby.
He do. No, he do though. He do.
That's pretty funny, man.
But can I say
man.
this? How you gonna sell a fighter on the strength that he looked like Ali? Like you,
Well,
like
does he fight like him? No, I don't know.
Nope.
Not really.
Yo, if it wasn't for that damn haircut, he wouldn't, dog. I'm telling you. If
He
it wasn't
wouldn't.
for that fucking haircut, bro.
Since when
I
looking
saw
at
the,
someone,
You know what? He
look at
kind
the
of
poster
does
and
look
I
like
sent it to
Julian
his face,
Jackson
and
from
I'm
the
like,
distance.
Cassius Jackson.
Yeah.
you guys know Muhammad Ali hated that
Here we
name.
go.
You guys know that, yeah? You guys know
Cassius
Muhammad Ali
Clay.
hated his name, Cassius Clay. He hated when people called him Cassius Clay.
Oh yeah. Ask
Let-
Cody
let-
Terrell.
Let me read the super chat. Un dominicano that gimmicks Elvis Presley and the other gimmicks Ali. At least we can cut hair, play dominoes and baseball at a high level. Jokes. I wish them well. Enjoy the fights, everyone. Thanks, bro. Thanks, Randy.
Shout out
Pues
to
sí,
Randy.
no, pero eso la verdad también. Like, how is like you can't go your whole career riding this wave? Like, well, I look like I so like what? Like, so what you want us to like? Come on, be like, come on, just get a fade, get a nice fade, get some waves, grow a little facial hair. Stop it, bro. Stop it. We can't.
Yo,
Like, it's
let's
weird,
talk about how Rolly was looking super crazy in training. Like
bro.
they need to infirm him. They need to give him a Thorazine shower and just have it be done with.
Let me say this. A shout out to Cali because he said it best on his 2-minute video on Twitter. I think he said it best. I couldn't have put it better myself. That I think that Gervonta Davis, a part of the reason that he's kind of lashing out is because he's embarrassed that he's fighting somebody like this. Like, bro, this dude is trash.
Hey, did you hear a rumor that Tank might pull out of this fight? Did you guys hear anything about that?
I didn't hear nothing about that.
But Jules, you're the only one that brought up. What if they're just doing this to gain interest in the fight? Exactly. Nobody's using that angle, and that makes a lot of sense.
It makes sense, but it's also like I could see because go back to the first press conference that they had, right, and just look at Tank face while Rolly talking. Like, just look. Don't look at Rolly. Look at Tank. He do look embarrassed. Like, why am I fighting this guy, bro?
Tank's look like that. Not to interrupt you. Tank has looked like that for the last 3 or 4 fights he's had. He's never looked comfortable on stage. I think he knows it's a farce. I mean, he knows that he should be fighting better competition. He can't say anything. It's, it's embarrassing as a fan.
One at a time. Go ahead, Midwest.
I just think it's embarrassing to watch it because obviously I think he realizes and has realized he has a lot more talent. And that they're just, like you have that gif of him. It's like bubble wrapped. I mean, I think he knows that if he doesn't start doing something better, fighting better competition, he's going to get clowned by everybody.
Yeah, I mean, he has to look at his social media and the things that are in the comments and see what people are saying. And, like, just being real, like, look, you're a boxer. You know who the good fighters are. You know who the bad fighters are. You have to know that Rolly is he's literally a running gag. And I think we all know that he's like.
Dude in the comments said Rolly almost got knocked out by that stationary fist.
Yeah, man.
I mean, they know the fans that know boxing too. They might have us blocked on
one
Twitter.
One at a time.
They might have us blocked on Twitter and all that shit, but they know the fight fans that pay for fights, pay-per-views, buy tickets, and they know they ain't fooling with Tank.
Yeah, it's like if you know you're Tank and you know that they're pushing you and you know whatever, right? You're supposed to be this big name. You have to be asking yourself, well, how does Rolly get a fight with me?
Is this just
You,
gonna
you
be?
know,
Is this just gonna be another live about Rolly cussing
No,
Rolly
you're
Romero?
right,
Is
Sawat,
it
you're
gonna
right.
be
No, you're
Wait,
right, you're right.
Jules,
and
Because I don't want to go down. You're right, you're
the
right.
Jules,
part of the
wait.
road?
word,
I know. I
word,
got the answer.
in-house.
Wait,
That's how.
wait. I got
In-house.
the answer.
It is country, but it's like, yo, even with that, like we've seen, like, yo, he look, this is the funniest shit. He beat Anthony Yiggett, but Anthony still looked like the better boxer. Like
did.
Rolly is terrible, bro. Like,
fucking basura.
But Anthony,
Jay, you got the hat.
Anthony
Please
Yeager
do it
came
one
out
time.
10
Please
pounds
do it one time.
heavier
You
than
got the hat.
I'm the David
Yo, stop, stop, stop.
Y'all know what
bro.
it is. I mean, y'all know why Tank looks uncomfortable because I think he looks uncomfortable because he's wondering when Floyd's gonna interject and cut him off the
Yeah.
speech. That's why. So that's one of the reasons.
You know what? Tank sits there and looks ticked off with Rolly too, though, for some reason. You notice that? Like he's really highly annoyed with
country.
He's
He's
fighting another D-level
embarrassed.
fighter.
He's embarrassed. I like when Kelly said that. I'm not gonna lie because I saw the first press conference and you could see that even Javante thinks of Rolly the way that we think of Rolly. Like, yo, this dude is a Frankenbeans. Like, this dude is an idiot.
He called him
Doesn't want to
Jake
hit a
Paul.
retard, man.
He called
It's
him Jake
even
Paul.
it's even this, fellas.
He called him Jake Paul.
Tank has heard.
Bro,
Tank
Jake
has-
Paul boxes better than Rolly.
That's a fact.
I'm
That's a
lying.
fact.
I'm
That's a
lying.
fact.
You're not.
Jake Paul has a better jab than Rolly Romero. That's not cap.
That Tank is upset
man.
because he's making me fight a retard. Because
I don't
a
care
guy
what anybody
from
else says.
school.
I'm pulling for Rolly and I'm praying for Rolly at the
No.
same time. And
For
I
the
don't
special-
hate Tank at all.
For the special needs belt.
The thing is,
Hey, you better watch it, man. If he might come over
Rolly.
here and throw you, dude.
Jay,
Like,
you need to
oh,
interview.
man.
Jay, you need to interview Rolly Romero, bro.
I'm gonna
Oh,
be
that'd
laughing
be
the whole
gold.
interview, bro.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
no.
Don't do that.
The thing is, though, is this. Tank has heard Ellerby and Floyd and all this bullshit for the past few years say, we build pay-per-view stars, we do this, and you're going to beat Leo Santa Cruz, and all the Mexican fans are going to root for you after that. And everything they telling Tank is not happening.
Literally.
It's all bullshit.
Literally.
Eventually, it's going to be a cherry pick gone wrong. If he fights enough of these guys, what's going to happen is he's going to fight a dude like he did last time, get close to losing, and then he knows if and when he's 47 years old and finally decides to fight somebody, that money is gone, dried up, over.
Midwest, I'm gonna say this. Let me say this, and this is gonna be scary. Like a lot of people, they haven't processed this yet. You hurt your hand with little Isaac Cruz, who's a garden gnome. He's a very small person. He's very small. I can fit him. I can fit him. Wait, I can fit him in this pocket, right? So what happens? What now? What happens if you hurt your hand with Rolly?
Rolly gonna win.
But that retard is not gonna feel anything. He's just gonna get hit.
Yo, what if Rolly has that retard strength like on Sloth from the Goonies, and he gets
Down
hit and he
syndrome.
just fucking gets even more fucking crazy?
Bro,
Oh,
what
man.
if Rolly forgets it's a boxing match and he kicks the no?
Rolly Romero looks like he has Down syndrome, man. Oh my
You
god.
see him get him in a judo throw, man.
Yo, fellas. Yo, Jules, you know that
No.
laugh you know that laugh you do? You know what it sounds like? Remember that cry in the water boy?
Yeah, yo. But look, listen. All fuckery, all jokes aside, right? All fuckery and jokes aside, this is what we know. Gervonta Davis needed 12 rounds to put away Gamboa on one leg, right?
Yep.
12 rounds for that. Now he did knock out Mario Barrios, but he was getting hit. You know, he was getting hit a lot. And then he goes back down to 35, where this fight is taking place. He goes 12 with Isaac Cruz because he hurt his hand. So he is a fighter that's coming right off an injury. Rolly is a very big lightweight. Like, he's big for lightweight. Like he looked like somebody's stupid older brother at lightweight. Like, bro, this that shirt too
With Down
small for you.
syndrome.
Yeah, like me. I'm the WBA
Hey, we're going to
champion.
hell, man. We are going to hell.
So
You know,
Like I
Julius,
say, every day
Julius,
we
he
get
might
closer to
be the
Satan, dude.
one. He might be
guys,
the
you gotta
one.
stop. You gotta
Yeah,
stop. You gotta stop.
we all in trouble on this one.
I'm really disappointed in you guys that you find it hilarious to insult the Special Olympics gold medalist.
He got special needs, yo. Rolly got special needs, and the other thing is Rolly has to see. The other thing is the X factor that look, we clown Rolly a lot, right? But this is a big fight for Rolly, though. Like, really, it's a big fight for him, and Rolly might rise to the occasion. Not
It's the
saying
biggest in his career.
Yeah, not saying that he's gonna go out there and box beautifully, but he's gonna fight like a fucking moron and throw those college frat boy hooks. He might come out. You don't know. So
Julius, you know, Rolly's a Libra, and like really, I talk shit about Capricorns, but like, I'm ashamed that this nigga shares the same sign as me. Like, I'm disgusted by that. Like, that like breaks my heart in a way that like. My heart's in a million pieces when I figured out he was born like October 15th. Like, I was like, oh, that's too close to my birthday, bro. Like, that's like, yo, he's not a Libra, but yeah, he is. I'm so disgusted,
bro,
I'm disgusted, bro.
And the way things are, right? Like, to the point that I made before, maybe this is just a promotional tool to add some sizzle to the fight, to get eyes on the fight, to maybe add an element of intrigue, or maybe we take it at face value and this is the final fight under his existing contract. In any event, there's an upset factor because of what Midwest just said. There's only so many of those guys that you can fight before it catches up, and it does catch up. It caught up to Wilder. That people thought it wasn't gonna catch up. Like, no, it caught up. That's what happened.
I'm happy he did for Wilder too. Fuck him.
Me too.
I'm saying, like, it's going to catch up. Like, you can't, like, look, it's like Vlad's first couple of fights. No, those guys wasn't great. Everybody's first couple of fights. No, they weren't great. But once you became a champion, okay, now let's see what you do. And what do you do? Chris Arreola, fucking, I can't even remember some of the guys. Spilka, Gerald Washington. You know what I'm saying?
You called him Vlad as opposed to Deontay. It's Deontay, not Vlad.
No, I'm saying that Vlad's, if you look at the first couple of guys that Vlad fought before he became a champion, he had a lot of fights where you like, what the fuck? Some of these guys, you are like, what the fuck? What made up for it was his reign as a champion and what he did as a champion. And once he became a champion, he did take on all comers. The only guy he didn't fight was his brother. Really, like, he took on all comers. Whereas Wilder,
he didn't want to get beaten to death by his brother. Because
I wouldn't expect him to fight his brother, but I'm just saying that with Wilder, it's like, nah, you wasn't fighting shit before, and you really ain't fighting shit now. Like,
they promised their mom they wouldn't fight each other. That's what that was. That's what I read.
Yeah. Let me read the super chat. Napoli says, seems Gervonta Davis is finally coming to his senses. Leonard Ellerbe and Floyd are blatantly cancerous to his career. Bobby Light says, depends on if Floyd lets him wear Canelo gloves. Ooh. Yeah, that's the other thing, man. Like, look, Mayweather Promotions, like, how does a promotional outfit look at Rolly Romero's boxing and make the decision to sign him? Sign him to do what, bro? Make you look bad or make himself look bad? Because that's your fighter.
Like, does Rolly?
That's your man. Like how DMX.
Does he even have an amateur background at all? Like,
I heard he has an amateur background in judo.
Yeah, 9 years of judo.
Right. Well, yeah, that makes him qualified. That's great.
You remember when DMX said in Belly, "Yo, that's your man. That's your man." Like, you gotta look at Floyd. That's your man.
He had amateur fights in the special school. Hello.
What?
Oh yeah. My voice. I said Rolly Romero has experience in the special needs school.
bro.
Who's winning,
With the other
Adorno
dancing, bro.
or Rivera?
I got it Rivera winning this fight, but it's a bit of a snoozer.
It is kind of
not-
dull.
Yeah.
Not unless he pulled. I mean, his last fight went like this until he knocked the guy out cold in like 8th round.
I mean, let's see.
Jules, Cambosis on that Twitter talking shit right now.
Who's he? I saw that popping up. Who's he talking
No, he
about?
just said you're a good little obedient boy. Do as you're told.
Who's he saying that to?
Clock's ticking.
No, he's
Devin Haney.
you know who he's talking to. You know who he's talking to, bro. Who's he gonna be talking to? He ain't in negotiations with anybody else.
I hope Devin Haney beats the shit out of him. I hope Devin Haney embarrasses. I hope he goes to Australia and beats the shit out of him.
Chris,
Hold on, wait. Let me say this. Let me say this. Let me just say this. I don't have a horse in that race. I want the fight. I don't care who wins, right? I don't care if George wins. I don't care if Devin wins, but I want the fight. I want the undisputed fight. But what I will say is that you don't start disrespect. And Isan said this earlier, which is the truth. All this shit that we talking about, they're like, yo, Haney, this is what you got to do. George did that already. He fought abroad. He fought in the other guy's neck of the woods. He pulled off the big upset. So, no, it's not on George to appease the American fighter. It's not. It's not on him to do like, yo, he did something that you gotta think about it. It gotta be a whole fucking thing of weeks. And no, he did that already, bro.
You got to change the narrative.
When he beat Lee Selby, was that in his backyard or Lee Selby's backyard?
Lee Selby's.
But did he really beat Lee Selby?
Bingo.
Come on with that, man. He got the W.
Jules, you just touched on something very, very vital that I've been wanting to talk about because David Avanesian, right? He recently did an interview on Sky Sports, and the interview was talking to him. You strike me as a throwback fighter of the 50s because you literally go anywhere to fight anyone. Talk about, so if you had to go to the U.S., Mexico, UK, y'all go anywhere, no problem. I'll fight Ortiz, I'll fight Crawford, Spence, I'll fight anybody with a title, I'll fight anybody anywhere. Really, I believe so. David, he'll take on the challenges. He don't give a shit. He's another one that'll fight.
But he's the fighter. He's gonna say. Listen. Ask any fighter with any outfit. I'll go anywhere. Every single one of them that you ask. It don't matter what you saying. It matter if they're gonna send you out. That's what matter. Period. Yeah. It don't matter what it like Davis, like any one of these guys. They're all gonna say that same shit. What matters is so you really gonna do that? So if they send you out, you gonna do that? Because right now it looked to me like your handlers, they want Conor Benn to do you a favor. But it was your handlers that made a decision to go to Frank Warren. They made that decision. Yeah. So I don't believe you in a nutshell. But like you could say that, and I'm not expecting nothing to happen.
Yeah, and I wouldn't have a problem with that myself if he hadn't signed with Frank because there's no welterweights for you to fight there. So
it's more like you don't sign to Frank to then start worrying about Conor Benn. And even if I give David a pass on this because what he said was true, he's not the one calling out Conor Benn. No, it's not you, but your handlers are the ones calling out Conor Benn. And your handlers are the ones that decided to go to Frank Warren. So what kind of fucking game are y'all playing? You went to Frank Warren so you could start calling out Conor Benn? Make it make sense.
Anybody ever eat at Panda Express?
I heard of it, but I never ate that shit.
Yeah, it's an American Chinese restaurant. That means it's not Chinese.
Yeah, it's pretty legit for the price.
It's all right. It's a little pricey, but it's all right.
It's American Chinese. That means it's not Chinese. It's American. So
well, most Chinese food places in America are not Chinese. I mean, they're it's American Chinese.
Yeah. Exactly.
If you actually ate authentic Chinese cuisine, it would be very different.
Oh yeah,
exactly.
I know. Yeah. That's why I can tell the difference immediately.
It's always consistent. So when you get it, portions are consistent, flavors consistent, everything about it's consistent.
Let me read the super chat. Nobody at 135 are A+ elite guys outside of Loma. Hey, I mean, look. People. This is what kills me about it. You automatically are expecting people to feel sorry for Devin, right? That's what you're waiting for. And what you're missing is this guy paid the cost to be the boss. The last couple of years, he wasn't hiding out in Australia, right? No, he was fighting abroad, all right, getting experience. He fought Lee Selby in Lee Selby neck of the woods. He fought Teofimo Lopez in Teofimo Lopez neck of the woods. And you acting like it's his job to bend in. Like, no, it's not his job to do that. That's why I said Devin has to make a decision, because whether you like it or not, even if they are painting you into a corner, you don't have much of a choice. If you reject this fight, you fucking yourself.
I'll say this as an American. That's American arrogance, because everything you said is absolutely correct. He's done everything he's had to do to get in the position he is in. And let's be brutally honest, Devin Haney has that championship because he got it emailed to him. I'm not saying he hasn't defended it, but one guy went through all the rankings to get it, went through blood, sweat, and tears. Other guy didn't. So you're absolutely right. It's American. That's American arrogance, and I'm saying that as an American.
And as an American, and Drew has heard me say it, Country's heard me say it, Jay has heard me say it, Chris has heard me say it, everybody's heard me say it, that look, I'm not mad that Devin got to make great money, right? Like, no, that's a good thing. You've been making great money at Matchroom, but now you've reached the turning point in your career to where it doesn't make sense for Matchroom to pay you that. No, you don't generate that, so it doesn't make sense for us to keep doing that. Now you're going to have to actually do something that garners you real marquee value. The fights at 40, those are very risky fights. They don't come with the prestige of this fight. So you need to do this. You need to do it, because you don't have an alternative. Plan B, what's plan B? Fighting fucking Terry Flanagan? Like, what's plan B, bro?
Because
Prograis beats the shit out of you.
The fuck?
Yeah.
The fucking shit.
Because you can talk all you want, Devin Haney. Yeah. You can talk all that stuff. You can try to do the shoulder roll and keep that 1-2 out there. When them dudes are slipping that and they kidding you with things that you don't like, and we all know you chinny. We all know that your pops handles you with kid gloves because he's seen you get chinned before. Please take the fight. And like this American arrogance, it's getting to the point that, hey, if he goes up to 40, I hope he gets slumped badly. Like real bad. Like bad.
Because it's like you got to compare. See, this is the main thing. And I just hope that, you know what? I hope Bill listening, right? This is the thing. Maybe you don't want to have to sign like a 3-fight deal with Top Rank. And I do understand that, but you also have to weigh your options. What's a more winnable fight? George Kambosos or the freaks and geeks up there at 140? Them guys is going to try to take Devin head off, bro. Straight cheese, B. Ain't nothing sweet. Ain't nothing sweet at 140 at all.
Do you favor Devin in the top 5 at 140 against any of those guys? Absolutely not.
No, not
Regis Prograis will fuck that dude up.
You think like look, who's top 5? Josh Taylor, but let's take him out. Let's take him out because we know, right, that he moving up. Ramirez, right? Motherfucking Zapata, right? Motherfucking Cataract, right? Jack Cataract, Casserole.
That Catterall beats him. That one we just saw, he beats him.
Jack Casserole has the ingredients.
Prograis.
Prograrius has the ingredients. Like, bro, you not beating these guys, bro. So you need to focus on George. And yes, there's things about this that you don't like, but you're not in a position to have it all your way. You got to humble yourself. Be like, yo, I need to beat this guy.
You know that. In the gassed up social media times we live in, everybody who's in that guy's ear telling him that he's the greatest, he's the best.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's not going to happen. He's not going to humble himself. I wish he would.
I honest to God, I'm kind of like, I don't want to just be bold and put it out there that like, look, I don't think the fight is going to happen. I'm holding out hope that like, yo, make the right decision, bro. Because if you don't take this fight, let me tell you something. Them guys on Twitter, that they going to be like, oh, they ducking Devin.
Nobody's ducking Devin, in my opinion.
No, listen. And the guys here on YouTube that are going to look to have their, little monetized videos about Devin, poor Devin. Listen, them guys, that's not the paying public. You need the paying public that goes to fights and spends money or buys pay-per-views. You need them on your side, not them fucking guys on Twitter. Them guys you ain't a unit when you ain't paying for shit. You not a unit. You don't exist. All right.
Then how does it look if Bill and Devin go side with those guys when they called you coon and all that for signing with Eddie Hearn? Come on, man.
Those guys is
They're
bad
dysfunctional,
news.
Drew. Drew, they're dysfunctional. Drew, they don't think.
No, I'm talking about how's that gonna make Bill and Devin look when they're okay. We look bad. Let's play this racial angle and go back to that
I'm
side of
talking about.
YouTube.
I'm talking about like those guys are more similar to those. Bill and Devin are more similar to them than they are to us.
Yeah,
Let's just
they're
keep
not
it
doing a
real.
lot of
I'm not going to jump.
I can't say that.
Listen, I'm not going to jump to that conclusion. Like I said, if this kid is smart, or maybe Eddie will be the one to tell him that. Listen, I can't do nothing for you if you don't take this fight, right? I don't have nothing for you, bro. What you think? You gonna come back here? Nah, I don't have nothing for you, bro. I don't have shit. So take the fight because I can't do shit. Like if you don't.
And I know Eddie's telling Devin, you take the fight, you get those belts, you get leverage moving up to 140. I will win those purse bids because those are good fights for the zone.
Yeah,
whichever one of those top dudes at 140.
And more importantly, you in a situation where listen, you're not gonna be at 35 forever. Top Rank has a good hold of the super
division.
lightweights, but more importantly, they actually have the fighters that you would want to fight. Lopez is over there. He about to go to 40. Lopez is over there. You know what I mean? You want that fight, right? You want to be close to a Lomachenko fight, right? Like this is supposedly the shit that you want. So going over there shouldn't even really be a big deal. You a network and promotional free agent, right? So do it, bro. Do it. Unless you don't want none of that. And everything, and it's the way Drew says it is, that you was just riding everybody's scared of me wave. That wave is about to crash, fam. Like motherfuckers not gonna be believing that shit. And I damn sure ain't gonna be arguing like, listen, I got fights to watch, bro. It's a whole thing of 140 pounders that want to fucking kill each other and send each other to the hospital. I don't have time to be worrying about you, bro. You either gonna fight in fights that people care about or you not.
Who does he fight if he doesn't fight Kambosos? What fight is it? There is not another fight.
It ain't.
Right.
I know one. Campbell Hatton.
Bro, come on
Sir.
now.
Oh, come on.
Trying
to do, man, AJ. Damn.
Being honest, this is why I say that it's a fucked up situation in a way because ideally they're attaching strings for leverage. I get it, right? I understand, but I'll say it for the 100th time. You don't have no leverage in this situation. You don't. Do you want to end up losing time like Crawford and Andre did? Because hindsight is 2020. We see, look, Terrence Crawford is on the eve. That's what the reports say, and a lot of people are saying it, that he's on the eve of entering into a 2-fight deal with the PBC, right? So all that time lost just for you to end up going over there anyway. You see what I mean? Just for you to end up going over there anyway. Cut the shit. Cut the fucking shit. Go to Australia and take a chance, bro. Because you're not in a position to lay off. You're not.
Not to get off subject, but what does Crawford do? I think he's going to sign with PBC. Did they pair him with Thurman first?
I think they pair him with Thurman. That's the rumor. That's the rumor
they put
I'm
them
hearing.
Together, whoever wins that fight gets Spence, I assume.
That's what I look. What I'm hearing is Crawford will return in June, and the name that's being thrown around is Keith Thurman.
What kind of money is Crawford gonna get? Or not? What's Crawford gonna get money wise? What do you anticipate?
I anticipate $3 to $4 million up front, no more.
And what about the Spence fight? If he wins, if he gets through Thurman, which we think he will,
it'll be based. I believe it will be based on how the potential, because we're way out there right now in speculation land.
We're speculating,
but I believe it will be based on how the Thurman pay-per-view performs, because that will be a pay-per-view.
Yeah,
that will be a pay-per-view. Well, and we're gonna see, because this is the other thing. We see what Crawford's fight did. Up an estimated 130,000 bars on ESPN Plus. We have no clue what Thurman versus Barrios did. Like, I don't know what that did. I have not even heard a guess.
Half of that. If you're lucky.
So commercially, the question for all of you is, what do you guys think? Crawford versus Thurman. Let me fix that. Crawford versus Thurman. What do you guys think that does?
Thurman's retirement party.
200 to 250,000.
Not a
I
bad
was gonna say
number in
that.
this climate. Not a
I was
terrible
gonna say
number.
275 the highest, but 200.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say 250, 275 range, right in there.
I don't think it goes past 3. Maybe 3. Maybe a little under
You
3.
think it goes past 3?
I don't think it goes past.
I don't think it does. Maybe a little under that. I say.
If it does, it'll only be because people want to see Thurman.
200 to 250.
That's it.
200 to 250 because those
Yep,
PBC
200
shows
250.
might actually buy this one.
That's true. That's true. And they're still trying to smoke.
Because
They're still trying to blow smoke up everybody's ass about Thurman.
Yeah.
They still are.
Yeah.
And Thurman is not a bad fighter. He's not committed to boxing. No
My
one's
boy,
gonna, no one's gonna get him to
Punch
anything
saying that's gonna be a big fight.
That's gonna be a big fight.
Thurman, anybody Thurman fights? Come on.
Oh Jesus Christ! Oh my God.
Thurman is wasted talent.
Yes.
No. I'm gonna be honest with you. And hindsight is 2020, right? Alexis said it best, and he said it yesterday. Shout out to Alexis. Those guys that are over there, man, I'm telling you, like Thurman, he's not that good, and he never was. What's your highlight reel fight? Oh, Sean Porter. The guy that Kell Brook beat. I got you. And what's the other one? Danny Garcia, that has no elite level wins at welterweight, none whatsoever, even though he was there for 7 years.
He living
do you
off that
agree?
damn fucking
That's his best win.
Lucas Matisse win.
Midwest, let me say this, and I want to see how you feel about it. I believe the very best Keith Thurman gets outclassed by the very best Kell Brook. I believe this. I will say based on watching, and I watched the fight 3 times. If you watched him against Manny Pacquiao, he looked very good, especially after that knockdown. It was a very close fight. To me, that's a glimpse of what could have been Thurman if he wanted to be committed to boxing. And no one will ever convince any way otherwise. He's never has been 100% into boxing. He's not 100% been into it. Let me retort that if we see a glimmer, just a glimmer, if you can't handle 40-year-old Manny Pacquiao, and we're seeing shades of goodness, we should not be seeing. This was your crossing over fight for you to cross over into the next stratosphere. This was your passing of the torch fight. And as I famously have said many times, in Keith's passing of the torch fight, he dropped the fucking torch.
No, without a doubt. And again, I'm going to give him credit. I'm going to try to be honest about it. I give him credit. I rewatched the fight 3 times. And I at least saw him in the fight, and there was a lot of effort. But again, you notice guys who want it, they're growing, and he never continued to grow. If you watch that fight, what I'm trying to say is there was a glimpse of hope that if he ever really was committed to boxing, put it into as much as he did, being off, then he could have been an above average fighter. That's all I'm trying to get at.
Okay, I'll say this. This is why I'm because hindsight is 2020. This is why I think he couldn't have been better than average, right?
Okay.
That he's a guy who can win a belt, and he did that. That's what I look at him as. And he's a guy who he doesn't have the dimensions to be elite, and he doesn't have the boxing to be elite. What I mean by that is physically, he's not that great a physical specimen in terms of durability. He's very fragile, not the biggest guy with the biggest frame to where he could move up to junior middleweight and be competitive with some of these guys. That's why every time he was asked, he said he's not going to junior middleweight.
Yeah, he's physically, you're right. He wasn't built to go up. I agree with that.
And his boxing is not so great. Like to me, he's a guy who on a good day, a guy like Mean Machine to get him because he's not that great. And I know that's a hot take.
I don't agree with that per se, but I can see where you're coming from.
I think 147 was always a bunch of competitive B-level fights.
Look, you take that Keith Thurman that fought Soto Caras. You take that Keith Thurman that was hurt by Luis Collazo, right? And bear in mind, Luis Collazo
that was a
already
horrible showing.
Right, and he already had a couple of losses by Luis Collazo by the time he fought him, right? So you take that Keith Thurman, which in many ways is a primed Keith Thurman, right? In many ways, you take that Keith Thurman and you put him in there with the Butaev that beat the fuck out of Jamal James. I don't think Keith finishes that fight on his feet. I don't. Against a guy like that, no, he don't. No, he's not that good. He's B+. He's not a bad fighter. I could never say
I'll
Keith is
give you that. He's not elite. I don't disagree with that. I'm saying if he pushed himself, maybe he's an A minus. I agree with you. He's about a B+ fighter. I'm just saying I think he could have been a little better than what he showed. Wasted talent. I'm not saying a lot more wasted talent, but a little wasted talent.
I agree with all right. I'll concede to that. That you know what? Yes, because one of the things that really counts against him is he didn't actually reign as a champ. If you think about the WBA title when he got it, he fought Sean. Sean was the only fight that he had that year, and then he fought Danny after that. Danny was the only fight that he had the following year. And then
Danny's the most overrated boxer, maybe in history, in my opinion.
Maybe.
Why we speak about him, I don't know.
Because he beat Amir Khan.
And Lucas Matisse in 2012, 2015? When did he beat Lucas?
Yo, bro, that was like 2013, 2012, 2013, round there.
No, he beat him on the floor.
No, he beat him on the Canelo card.
He beat him on the
Canelo card. Yeah, he beat him on so that was before 2013. That was like 2011, 20.
No, that was 2013. That was 2013.
Damn near 10 years ago.
Bro, look, it's supposed to be a big deal that he beat Amir Khan, right? Because he was the underdog. Okay, you were the underdog because you weren't that good. And before you tell me that it's oh so important that he beat Amir Khan, Bradis fucking Prescott gave Khan his first loss by starching him in the first round. So let's not get crazy.
Danny was getting peppered. He was getting embarrassed that fight.
Khan is the cracker.
Khan had a little more.
You don't know what you're gonna get when
you don't.
If Khan had, you know what? If Khan had more defensive responsibility of knowing where he was and didn't punch for so damn long, Danny is that's a 12-0 fight for Khan. Like he could have shut him out, but because Khan is Khan, he got clipped. But even
put too many punches together.
Put
too many punches together. That's always been the bane of Amir Khan.
And then the fact that he just can't take a punch never helped him either. If Khan could have just had more awareness, moved his head a little bit, man.
But Amir Khan hasn't had awareness the last 5-7 years.
Bro, I don't think Amir Khan had awareness with Bradis fucking Prescott. I think a lot of things just get blown out of proportion in boxing. And I honestly feel Keith Thurman is one of those things in the sense that, okay, how did we come to know Keith Thurman? Was it for a victory or was it because of Floyd? No, it was because of Floyd. Who was he fighting at the time? Julio Diaz, Diego Chavez, Soto Caras. These were not the guys. You know who the guys were? Tim Bradley, Juan Manuel Marquez, Manny Pacquiao. Those were the guys.
So he's Tank Davis before Tank Davis. That's what you're saying.
And not in a sense, because I'll give Keith this. He fought his contemporaries. That cannot be taken from him. That he did fight Sean Porter. That was his contemporary in the post-Mayweather era. And in some ways in the post-Pacquiao era, because a lot of people felt Manny was going to pack it up. So you fought your contemporary in Sean Porter. You fought your contemporary in Danny Garcia. You did land the Manny Pacquiao fight, but we're blowing it out of proportion in the sense that those victories are tantamount to like this victory that this kid has, Rivera over Adorno. It's a solid victory, but let's not go crazy. It's solid. It's good. It's good, but that doesn't mean you're king shit. Like, no,
someone
bro.
Someone trying to tell me that Thurman's a top 20 welterweight all time.
No,
oh my god! Oh my god!
Y'all remember
for Sean Porter and Danny Garcia? Stop. Well, shit,
you got to stay out of them Twitter spaces where they talk like that.
No, you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? That was just on the timeline, bro. He was just saying it on the timeline.
Listen, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. All right. There is no era of welterweights that I can think of where Keith Thurman would be the number one guy. There's not even the one he's in, or any of the bro. Oscar would play with him. Tito Trinidad would play with him, bro. Play with him. Imagine Keith Thurman trying to fight Mark Breland way back when.
Imagine Keith versus Mosley.
Bro, they would all think of every era of
Margarito. Margarito.
Who's he gonna beat, bro?
I mean, Ike Cortez, Obakar, Mayorga, they all beat him.
Yep. So I'm so this is why I think about Keith Thurman the way I think about him, that you're a solid B, and then when I compare you to other Bs, you're not even in the top 10 Bs or the top 20, because there's a lot of B-level fighters. And I want to say this, being a B-level fighter is not bad. That should not, because it's all the A's, the A levels, that's a very short list. So if you make it to B, that's still really, really good. But you're not top, at least not to me, top 15 or top 20 amongst B-level fighters. Like, no. Like, you didn't establish yourself. What would have impressed me is if you would have beat a prime Kell Brook. He was there. You never kept the energy for Kell Brook that you had for Danny. You never know. Kell Brook, big, strong guy, good 1-2, chocolate brownie.
Or for Paulie. He was talking mad shit about Paulie.
You know what I mean?
And here's the thing: you could be a great B-level fighter, and still make it to the Hall of Fame based on your resume and your activity.
Yeah, honestly, like if you're a busy fighter, which we all know that Keith is not.
But again, basing on that, there's probably more B-level fighters in the Hall of Fame than A. If you really look
that's
at
my point.
Yes, that's a fair assertion. But I'm saying that for like, all right, I'm gonna put it this way, right? And this is gonna sound funny because this highlights how Keith Thurman is overrated. When I think of a unified champion like Julius Ndongo, he won his belts on the road in fights that he was there to lose. When they brought him to Russia to fight unbeaten Troyanovsky, that was to lose. That wasn't to win. He stopped him in the first round. It was emphatic. He was not elevated to champion like Keith, because that's how Keith got the WBA. He was elevated. He didn't win it from anybody. He was elevated, right? Whereas a guy like Julius Ndongo went to hostile territory and stopped the unbeaten champion in the first round. Go to the second title that Julius Ndongo won. Julius beat Ricky Burns more emphatically than Keith Thurman beat Danny Garcia.
And
Think
he beat
about
him in
it.
England, didn't he?
He beat him. No, he beat him in Scotland. He beat him in Glasgow.
Okay, Scotland, yeah.
So I say that, and people think of Ndongo getting knocked out by Regis Prograrius, getting knocked out by Terrence Crawford in an undisputed title fight. But you tell me, is Keith Thurman's career really head and shoulders above Julius Ndongo's?
No.
If it is, and if somebody feels that it is, explain it to me. Why?
Because
a lot of these guys, you know what it is? A lot of these guys get overrated and overhyped just for the fact that they had some fights. Like, bro, they didn't win any of his big fights. Please stop talking to me about. He did not win any of his big fights. And a lot of fights he got gifts in. At least the Herrera fight. Don't please.
Even the Peterson fight, there were people that felt that.
Exactly. And then they talk shit about Tim Bradley, who took Peterson's O and made it fucking much clearer than they did. I don't know. A lot of dudes get credit for having fights. Like
Tim Bradley's a Hall of Famer, right?
Fights.
Yes. If not now, he will be. I'm sure he is.
In my opinion, and y'all might not agree with me, I think Tim should have been Hall of Fame over Ward. Because I think he has a better resume. And
that's a good argument.
Think that, but
that's a good argument.
Because you know what's crazy? It's how Drew talked about spaces. One night I was on a space with Ronnie, and we were talking to some other cats, and I was saying I always felt like Tim, he should have been first ballot over Ward because, all right, both two division champions, but I'd say Tim's resume is heavily deeper than
unbeaten Lamont Peterson. Unbeaten Lamont Peterson. Unbeaten Devon Alexander. Ruslan Provodnikov. Juan Manuel Marquez. After Jesse Vargas for the and fucking Juan Manuel Marquez after he damn near killed Manny Pacquiao. Bro, you can't compare Kessler and Froch to that. Like, really? Like, nah.
Even Kendall Holt, bro. Even Kendall Holt. Junior Witter. Miguel Vasquez.
Like, bro, like
Tim, you know what's crazy? Tim has a lot of fucking names on his resume, but he don't like when you look at the number of fights he has, it's like damn, he was facing top guys for a long, long time.
Let me say this. Hold on. Let me say this. And to date, the only guy that ever beat Tim Bradley, the only guy is Manny Pacquiao.
Exactly.
But losing Manny Pacquiao is not bad. I mean,
exactly. But Keith Thurman lost to an older Manny Pacquiao and wasn't even as competitive as Tim. And he gets fucking, and like I said, motherfuckers really think Keith is an all-time great welterweight for Danny and Sean. And I'm like, well, at least Tim was competitive with Manny, and he fucking beat Mark. He beat Marquez clearer than Manny ever beat him, in my opinion.
And Tim could hang in any era of welterweight. He's a tough night for anybody.
Now, let me read this super chat. Stephen Williams says, bruh, people forget that Matisse got brutally stopped by Postol, then Danny. That's right, because that's the sequence that happened in. After Postol shattered Matisse's orbital bone, he became Danny's mandatory challenger. Danny paid him to step aside. No, matter of fact, no, that's not what happened. I believe that was for the WBC title, the vacant WBC title, that fight. I think it was. In any event, we know Danny paid him to step aside. We know
I'm pretty sure Danny paid him to step aside, whatever, and then just moving up, and then Postol had that fight.
Napoli says, imagine Keith Thurman against Donald Curry and Marlon. Yeah, bro, like he don't fit he don't fit. Like, bro, he's not an all-time nothing. What he was or what he is. He was a good little solid fighter. And people aren't gonna like this. Not dissimilar from Terry Flanagan in the sense that you had a successful career. I can't say you didn't have a successful career if you became a unified champion. No, you were successful in your career, but that's kind of the bracket that you fall in. Like, no, you're not. There's no era you were in where you were the guy. You were the guy for 10 seconds, and then you went away for 2 years. So
why do you think he
Julius, let me say this.
Go ahead, Leo.
In an ideal world, with all the welterweights being fighting together, all of them, Keith Thurman will be the kind of guy to decorate another guy's resume.
I agree.
Yep.
I agree because look, his era was supposed to be. This is the funny thing, right? This is how karma laughs at people. He came up around the Mayweather-Pacquiao era, but he's not exactly from that era. He's really from the era after it. So you were one of the guys that was intended to take over afterwards, right? Errol Spence is your contemporary. You put off that fight for a very long time, right? For whatever, you put off that fight for a very long time. You became a unified champion. But who came up with you around that time? Errol. And he ended up taking over. If you don't go on that 2-year hiatus, who knows? But Errol came in and took over after you went on your hiatus. So it's kind of like you handed the shit to him by not nipping that in the bud early. It kind of feels that way, that you should have nipped it in the bud early because he ended up being their guy instead of you.
He didn't want to fight Earl. I believe that deep in my heart. He did not want that fight. He knew what it had. He knows he doesn't beat Earl. He knows
he got a big head. He got a big head. That's what it is. He got a big head. That's what a lot of these guys do. They get to the position they were striving to be in, and they get big heads, and they think that they don't got to give the other guy a shot. And now look, karma's a bitch, man. Because him and Errol and Keith are going through the exact same thing. I'm telling you, the same career trajectory. It's just that I think Errol's gonna get stopped, like by Crawford, and then that's gonna be it for him. As well.
Midwest. I wanna pose a question to Midwest that I posed in the previous live. We got the Ugas versus Spence fight coming up. A lot of people on this panel honestly believe that he's gonna get upset and that Ugas is gonna beat him for a multitude of reasons. How do you see that fight?
Okay, so if you look at the fight against Pacquiao, if you get that Ugas and if you get the Earl Spence, who I believe you're going to get with the eye damage, who's going to be tentative, then I agree. I also look at it also is that Ugas is I know it's cliche, but is hungrier. I mean, I feel like he has something to prove because he leaves you 7.5 paragraphs in one Twitter.
Yes, he does.
Or a Facebook post. I really do. It depends. I know I'm waffling, but honestly, I really do think that Ugas can win the fight. If it's the same Ugas that shows up against Manny, and that's not Manny at his best. Obviously, he retired. That was a good, solid, average, below average Manny. But if you have an Earl Spence off a car crash, off an average showing, and then now, if you even look at Sugar Ray Leonard, came off, an eye injury of 2 years, and that's Sugar Ray Leonard. And
see, this is the thing. Sugar is Sugar. Like, we know, hindsight is 2020. Sugar Ray Leonard was a very, 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 very special fighter, right? And my thing is this: there's a lot of red flags in association with this fight, like Ugas's corner. Ismail Salas's fighters really are good for upsetting the apple cart, and a lot of them have been upsetting the apple cart in situations where they're not the favorite. For example, Kazuto Ioka versus Kosei Tanaka. Kosei Tanaka was the favorite, but Kazuto beat the fuck out of him. Who's Kazuto's longtime trainer? Ismail Salas. Joe Joyce versus Daniel Dubois. Daniel Dubois was the favorite,
Yep.
but who won the
Hey,
fight? Joe Joyce.
Julius, I'm just telling you right now. Sources are saying that Chocolatito is gonna be at Triple G Murata, and he's announcing his next fight. That's probably gonna be in Japan.
I need that. I need that,
Yo,
Isan.
Yeah.
Isan, don't
I'm
fucking
not.
play with, don't play with me.
I'm not.
Don't play with me.
Chocolatito's trainer said it, bro, and they were saying that they're gonna be rooting for Murata as well.
Don't.
They're going to what? I say that again.
So the Chocolatito is gonna be at Triple G Murata. He's gonna be rooting for Murata, but also
Are they
he's
gonna?
hoping to announce-
But what if they're there to announce Kazuto Ioka versus Chocolatito?
Exactly.
Please and thank you.
Exactly. No, but they
I got
said
some
that
other good news, fellas.
fight in Japan next.
What's the news? What's the news?
Mauro Ranallo is not announcing this fight. That Mamma Mia bullshit.
Oh, right. Yeah. Fuck
Duchesne,
They coming out of range.
Duchesne's
Damn.
coming to the ring right now.
Jules, let me ask
They
you.
heard Jules complaining about East Coast cards starting at 12:30.
Yep,
Yeah, because I don't need that because I don't know. But let me finish the point that I was making, right?
Yeah, who and then please, and just to cut you off real quick, tell me how you see the fight because I was actually going to ask you about this. How do you see that fight playing out? Because at all, I would not be at all surprised if Ugas wins that fight. Would not be shocked. I almost expect, to be honest with you, if a guy coming off an eye injury, I really see him. No pun intended. I can see him losing that fight.
This is the thing. Stylistically, Errol Spence is an activity fighter and a volume puncher. And I'm going to take the injury stuff out of it just because of intangibles. Like, you can't trust intangibles alone. So I'm going to look at the styles of the fighters. What does Errol Spence Jr. do well? He's a volume guy, targets the body, maintains the pocket, good southpaw jab, these things.
Footwork.
Good footwork, right? These things. But a guy who throws a lot of punches to a counter puncher, oh, well, you're going to do the work for me because you're going to open up. You're going to open up and give me the opportunities I need to counter. Ugas just fought a southpaw in Manny Pac. He just
a volume puncher.
Volume puncher, a smaller, older one, but still.
Right, but still, that's what he's known for. He's a volume puncher.
So now let's bring in the other stuff. Let's bring in that Spence hasn't fought in a year. He's coming off an injury. Let's bring in that this is an Ismail Salas fighter. 5 of Ismail's fighters have upset the apple carts in fights they were supposed to lose. I just mentioned 2. Kazuto Ioka upset Kosei Tanaka. Joe Joyce upset Daniel Dubois. Motherfucking Hector Garcia, he just upset Chris Colbert. Motherfucking who else? Who's the other one, man? Right. Ugas upset Manny because Ugas wasn't the favorite in that fight.
No, not at all. No,
he wasn't the favorite in that fight.
No, not at all.
So you see how it kind of the stars are just kind of aligning to it. It's like, yo, and stylistically, Ugas is not a small welterweight. We know that he's fought in the last 12 months, well, more or less. He's fought more recently than Errol,
right?
And he might be sharper. He's not the A-side fighter. He does have something to prove, to your point, that he's hungrier. And I'm just like, yo, look, it just all looks a certain way. It's hard to believe.
Everything's lining up for an upset, basically, right?
And I got a question. When you're done, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good, man. You can go.
One question to ask: the trajectory. Where does it go? If Spence wins the fight, they're not going to give Ugas a rematch, right? So he's off the table. Then Crawford ends up fighting Thurman. We think this is all maybe. We're guessing here. He ends up fighting Thurman. Then they line up for potentially end of the year, beginning of next year for undisputed. Now, if Ugas wins a fight, there has to be a rematch clause in that. Spence is going to take the rematch, obviously. What happens? What do you do? Again, we're all talking potentially. So Crawford fights Thurman, beats him. What does Crawford do during that inactivity if that was to happen?
Well, this is where we have a difference of opinion. I wholeheartedly believe that if Errol Spence Jr. loses that fight, depending on how he loses that fight, also, depending on how he may not pursue a rematch, he may say
he moves up to 154.
I've been at 47 too long. It's affected my performances, and I need to move up.
So you don't think he takes the rematch to give us?
Not if he loses. Not if he
I don't
loses.
think so either. I think if he loses, it's gonna be an excuse. I agree with you. He's gonna move up and say, "Oh,
weight trained,
depleting myself." Yeah, he's that type of guy, man.
So Eddie Hearn,
he's not gonna say,
Eddie Hearn just posted. Eddie Hearn just posted. Kiko broke Josh's jaw and showed the X-ray.
Oh shit!
They
ain't going nowhere near Lara.
Did he really?
Bruh, I mean, I knew that before he fucking broke his jaw. I said it. Look, I said it yesterday, bro. They're like, if Josh wins the fight the way I think he's gonna win the fight, don't look for him to fight Lara. Lara is a fucking animal, dog. An animal.
Lara's gonna kill his ass. Lara's gonna kill his ass.
Lara's fighting Gamboa, isn't he? Doesn't he? He has a fight coming up, right? On an undercard. He fights the Spence undercard, right? He fighting Gamboa.
No. Cruz is fighting Gamboa.
Who is Lara fighting? He's got a fight coming up, right?
No, wait. We're talking about Mauricio Lara at featherweight.
No. I apologize. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So, but basically, in a nutshell, just back to the Spence shit. If he loses that fight, I don't believe he stays at welterweight because he's already been. See, look at how Top Rank moves their fighters. Shakur didn't spend a lot of time at featherweight. No, it was a couple of fights. All right, now it's time to move him up to Now it's time to move him up to super feather. They're very efficient in how they navigate the fighters. Like Loma, he didn't spend a fuck ton of time at super featherweight after he moved up from featherweight. He didn't spend a fuck like, all right, look, it ain't nothing here. We got to go up. We got to go. We got to move.
Wait, so I want to, Julius, I want to ask you about that. So he really couldn't get any fights at that time, man. Like, was it like, who were the other champions at that time? Like, he really couldn't get fights at 26 or 30?
All right, I'll tell you who the champions were. It was a very political time. My memory is hazy about 126. I have to admit that, but I remember 130 vividly. All right, the WBA champion was Jezreel Corrales. He was pursued. He wouldn't take the fight. Lomachenko, there's a quote, you can look it up, and I did videos on it. I did a video on it where he was pissed. They wanted a Jezreel Corrales fight. Jezreel didn't want to do it. They tried to get Sidi Salido back in the ring. Sidi Salido wanted $1 million. They offered him close to $1 million. They'd offered him $700,000. $700,000.
He knew it was gonna happen. That
rematch. And then there was Javante Davis who had the IBF. We all know how that worked out, right? And the only guy I can say that Lomachenko didn't really pursue was Miguel Berchelt. Because he had just won the title from Francisco Vargas, and that's the one guy I'll say that that's the guy that you didn't try. But I'm not going to accuse you of ducking because I didn't see Berchelt calling you out. Berchelt
no. Berchelt didn't even want Jamel Herring. First of all, I'm not going to put that on Loma.
First round's about to start.
Gentlemen, fight's about to start.
Who are you fighting?
All right,
Julius, just tell me real quick. Spence Ugas, who do you have?
I have to decide because it's a hot take, bro. It's a very hot take. My hands are burning. Let's see how this first round goes, and then I'm gonna read these super chats.
Berchlet's about to start too here in about 5 minutes. 5-10. They're about to do the walkout. Just so you know.
All right. So we see a lot of jabs from GAUSHA, which was expected. A lot of jabs. Landed that jab. All right, good from Tim. Good from Tim. He responded, but the jab's getting through. GAUSHA's landed 2 jabs so far. 2 good jabs.
There's another one.
See, you're a little ahead of me.
GAUSHA's not looking. Oh, okay, good stuff, Tim. Good stuff. Angle off with the hooks. That's good. That's very good.
If this is the output that we see, this fight isn't going to. This will be 8, 9. It'll be someone's knocked out.
GAUSHA's landing those jabs though. That's 3 jabs landed. Noticeable jabs.
Yeah, I know Manny Robles probably got a good game plan for him. At least he's going to be prepared.
Yeah, man, he's a good trainer. Tim's got to jab himself. He's waiting. I don't know why he's waiting, but he's waiting. If you don't jab, he will. So shoot the fucking jab.
Right.
Double up on the jab. Get him to cover up and put something downstairs. Don't just fucking stand in front of him and wait. You see how he's kind of waiting? You see how he's kind of waiting? Like, don't wait. Don't wait. Get off and get off first. Get him to cover up. Good jab. Good jab from Tim. Good jab.
Oh! I don't know how far you gentlemen are behind, but
I'm a little behind you guys.
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
no, you're gonna.
Oh shit!
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
Yeah, you're about a
He
minute
got knocked
behind.
down. He got knocked down.
Yeah,
Yo, tell you stop
flash
fucking
knockdown.
waiting, bro.
Me, bro.
Stop waiting.
Tim
Who got
got
knocked
dropped.
down?
Yeah, flash knockdown to a jab.
Looks in,
Bruh.
right now,
Looks
you
in
let
trouble.
your hands go. Let your hands go.
Yeah, that was a flash knockdown though.
Okay. He's opening up now.
That's one, but that's one round. That's one.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah, that's 8-10 rounds.
Nah,
That's
that
what I'm
wasn't a
going.
flash,
That's
fellas.
the
That was he got him. He hurt him.
this is what I mean. Stop fucking waiting, bro. Set the fucking tempo.
Oh, he's throwing now.
He's putting the gas down.
You waiting? You gonna let this man jab? Like, if you don't throw, what you think? He gonna stand there and wait for you to throw? You got to throw, bro.
Shit.
This is what Tim needs.
Has he ever been knocked down? Has he ever
No,
been knocked
never.
down? I don't think so. I
Never.
think it's the first
Never.
time.
First time.
I think he's bleeding too. Correct me if
Okay.
I'm wrong.
Hey, he
Now,
looks
let me
okay.
read
He
the-
looks okay.
Let me read the super chat. Am I wrong for thinking that Tim Bradley is as a mini Bernard Hopkins due to getting the level he was getting while not being that gifted? I mean, stylistically, they're two different. Tim is an action fighter. Bernard was a cerebral fighter. I would not make that comparison. Anyone realize that Keith Spence parallel is eerily similar to the Spence Bud situation? Yeah, it's karma, Big Hover. It's all karma. It's all history repeating itself. Randy Arria says Mauricio Lara is a star. Mauricio might even know it. He captured the crowd. That doesn't happen often. Yeah, but do you get for Mauricio Lara in America what you get for Josh Warrington in the UK? That's the question.
I'm
Now-
recanting what I said. That was not a flash knockdown. He ate a hug.
All right, now he need
Yeah,
to
he got caught. I
he
saw the
needs to
replay.
throw, bro. This is why I was nervous. I said that GAUSHA, he's got a style that is not exactly good for Tim. You need to throw. You can't wait.
Tim's legs don't even look 100% there either, even after he walked out.
Well, he's like his dad. They're stiff up top. They don't got no movement really. The torso area.
Bro, jab, fucking jab, bro.
Looks like a mannequin.
And he hasn't gone to the body yet. I haven't seen him throw nothing
Not
to the
once.
body.
Not one time.
Let me find out Tim about to fuck this up. Let's see, man. Let's see. It's only the second round.
He's cut on the top of his head too.
Yeah, that's what that's what I asked you, gentlemen. I said, was there a cut? Because I thought there was, and I wanted to be corrected if I was wrong.
Double jab, Tim. Double jab. The first one's not intended to land. The second one's intended to touch him on the arms. Then put in an uppercut in there.
Is this Tim's first time on American soil?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. First
Yep.
time jitters. First time jitters.
We're not gonna have a Joshua, are we? A Joshua repeat.
I hope not. But I mean, like so far, look, Terrell must respect the power because he keeps getting put on those ropes. But Tim's not letting his hands go enough.
Right.
He's fought
The
the
reason-
whole.
Tim is getting counters, man. Nah, he's getting counters off, yo. I can see what. Listen,
He needs to go
Tim
to
needs
his
to up
body.
the
He needs to work
pace,
his body.
but he is countering. He is countering the fuck out of GAUSHA. He is.
Good body
About
shot.
time
good
he threw a body shot.
He needs
Good
to go
body
to his
shot.
body. He needs to work his body.
Because Shay's
Really is.
been
I
fighting
think
off his back
That's
foot
what,
the
that's
whole
what
time.
Tim needed. That's what Tim needed, I think.
Yeah, wake the
That-
fuck up.
He,
Bro, this ain't
he
the
might
game, man.
become better off of that.
I don't like the fact that he's fine. I don't like the fact that GAUSHA can touch him with that jab. Like, bro,
And GAUSHA's fighting defensively, and he was able to do that. That counter was perfect for that knockdown. So
It
he's
was.
came in with a really good game plan.
the body's there. The body is there. It's a better round for Tim. I will admit, it's a better round.
It's a Tim round at this point, in my opinion.
It is a Tim round. It is a Tim round. Good shit. Good counter. But you need to get some fucking respect, cause he taking chances and shit.
Yeah, you need to let his hands go, man.
The thing is, GAUSHA knows he can hurt him though. When you can put him down the canvas, he can keep this fight up. If he keeps fighting off his back foot and counters, he still has an opportunity to win the fight easily. He knows he's in the fight.
There it goes to the body a little bit. That's good.
Second round just ended for me. Where y'all at?
Second round just ended for me. That's a TSZYU round. First round is a GAUSHA round, obviously.
I'm at 8 seconds.
Do you give it 8-10 first round, or do you give it 9-10?
8-10,
So
because he was landing those jabs.
Burchelt and them are in the ring now.
Yep. And I gotta watch both these cards at the same damn time.
Yeah.
That's a good problem to have. They'll watch two fights at the same time. That's gluttony. That's boxing gluttony.
This is
I gotta
fucking
move my eyes
wild,
back
bro.
and forth.
I don't want to
Right.
see my man get exposed, but I said that, look, I don't know why y'all took this fight. Stylistically, it's an awkward fight for Tim because this guy is not going to make himself as available to him as Takeshi knew he did. So what you need to do is let your fucking hands go, because Terrell's not really a big puncher. He caught you with a punch that you didn't see. That's why he knocked you down. Punch for punch, you could see that Tim could hurt him, but you got to let him go. Power don't mean nothing if you don't throw. Good body shot. Good body shot. Smother him, Tim. Smother him. Smother him. He don't like it on the inside. Smother him.
Work the bread basket.
Don't give him enough room to have leverage on his punches. Smother him. Smother him. Put the uppercuts in there.
Punch him in the dick.
Punch him in the dick.
Bite him in the ear.
We don't need Captain Cup Check 3, man. We already had 2 of them.
Ooh, good. Good sneaky little left hook on the inside around the guard. Good shit. Good shit. Good shit.
The fucking body's there, Tim.
You got it.
Ooh, good body shot. Good body shot. Good shit. Good shit. Good uppercuts. Good uppercuts. That's right. Wake the fuck up. This ain't Sydney, bro. This ain't Melbourne and this ain't Sydney. Let's get it.
Yeah, that one hurt. That body shot hurt.
You seen that? You seen that shit, right, country?
Yep. He didn't like that.
You didn't like that shit. Good shit. Wear him down. He hasn't fought in a year. Stay with him. Stay on him. Get him tired. He'll open up. Good shit. Good shit. Good shit. It's looking like a TSZYU round.
Mm-hmm.
Scary shit out here.
Got him backing up and going against the ropes now.
Eventually, Terrell's output is going to go down from this. Eventually. You can't just be laying on the ropes getting hit like that. He's trying to take it back to the center of the ring. Tim's still backing him off. Still backing him off.
Ooh, nice.
Good shit. Good shit. Put something around the side, Tim. Put something around the side. The body's there. Biting my fucking nails.
Well, you know what? Even though it's a difficult fight, maybe this is something Tim really needed.
No, I mean he needs it is yeah. You know that he needs it is yeah, because you got to get accustomed to these awkward situations.
This is either going to help Tim or
nice counter by GAUSHA.
Nice counter by GAUSHA. He snapped his head back with that. Go to the body, Tim. Go to the body, Tim. He don't like that. If you want to calm this guy down, go to his body. It was a TSZYU round, but I don't like that he's touching him with that jabs.
I didn't watch the third round. Can you guys give me a replay? What happened? Who won the round?
Basically, he's backing GAUSHA into the ropes. GAUSHA's still trying to fight off the back foot and work off the counters, but for the most part, Tim is guiding him around the ring like a log down a stream. I will say GAUSHA got through with 1 or 2 good jabs, but it really looks like a TSZYU round.
So it's tied after 3 then. After the 8-10 number 4.
Yeah, it's 2.
Okay.
Basically, yeah, it's tied. They both got 2 points for me at this point.
Okay.
Nakatila's winning that round. He's just dictating it so far.
Burchell gonna have to take chances that could get him knocked out.
Yeah, Burchell's just circling.
Damn. Nakatila kind of putting it on him a bit.
Nakatili remember Nakatili got motherfucking Shakur's respect, and he's fucking fast.
He did. He went the distance.
And he had enough on it to not. Shakur didn't want to press him.
Exactly.
Yep.
Sorry, I kicked out. Apologize.
Now, come on, you got to throw more, Tim. Let's not do this shit. Don't fucking frighten me, bro. You got to throw more. You got to jab. You're not jabbing. He's not that tricky. He's getting off because you not punching. All right, somebody got to lower their volume. Don't get me in no trouble. All right, he's pressing him now. He's pressing him now. Oh, don't just fiddle with him, bro. Throw. Ooh. Ooh.
There it is. Go, Tim.
Go, Tim. Go.
We heard him. Oh, we heard him. Oh, he's down. He's down.
Who's
down?
They called it that's a slip.
Down. The shade's down.
No, they called it a slip.
Okay, damn. All right, never mind. That shit. Okay.
That looked like it was from a punch, though.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, did it? Was it a slip or was it?
It looked like it was an uppercut. It looked like it was an uppercut.
Well, he kind of got pushed down by him a little bit. I saw it just now, but he was getting hit though too.
Yeah.
Well, if he's hurt, now's the time to go. If he's hurt,
he is hurt. Because right afterwards, he tried to
work him. Let him go.
Yeah, he's
trying to lower his body. His midsection is there. His midsection is there.
Yeah, he's hurt.
Body, Tim.
Ooh.
Let him go, Tim. Let him go.
There we go. Oh,
don't
shit.
be tentative.
There you go. Now he's hitting that body a little bit.
He got him. You getting him?
Uppercuts.
There go, Tim.
Oh.
There go, Tim.
What is this ref doing?
Giving Terrell the benefit of the doubt.
Shit.
The body's there, Tim. Good body shot. Touch his ass. Touch him.
Oh, he measured him on that one.
That's a Tim round.
That's a TSZYU round.
Yeah, that's a Tim beating.
Clear Tim round.
He's tired already.
Hey, Drew, you there?
The pressure.
Burchell looks shaky, y'all.
I was just about to ask you that, Drew. Does it me or does he look like he's on shaky legs?
He just looks like he doesn't have legs.
If you guys watch this replay, that's not a slip. He didn't slip. He fell. He crumpled.
He
to the
fell.
Ground.
That's what I'm saying.
That's not a slip. Look at it. Yeah, right after he went to grab on and he fell down. That's not a slip. That's a knockdown. And if you watch right when he got back up, he was grabbing again. That's a knockdown. That's not a slip.
That looked like a knockdown to me, but
yeah, that's a knockdown.
Still a Tim round, regardless.
D talking about go Timmy Ranger.
Hey, y'all, Burchell not looking good right now, y'all.
Hey man, what I said, punches don't recover from knockouts the same way cerebral fighters do. They don't.
Yep. That might have took its
Yeah,
toll.
he might-
Nakatelli giving him the business right now.
Burchell's how old? He's not young.
31,
What,
32?
32, yeah, 33. I mean, I guess it's still.
He might be gun shy.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Oh yeah.
Oh whoa!
Oh,
What happened?
Oh fuck! Tim is fucking him up, y'all.
Oh,
Fuck him up, Tim.
shit.
Fuck him up, Tim.
oh,
Oh!
Oh,
What's happening,
Oh.
man? Tell me, damn it!
that fucking ref, dude.
Tim's beating on him like he stole money.
That's it. Stick to the body. Here's midsection.
Take it to him, Tim. Take it to him, Tim. Yeah! Yeah! Fuck his ass up.
Yeah, he's.
look at that.
He's on life. He's on life support. He's going to the body. That's
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, look at the uppercut on
going
the
to the
rope.
body.
Damn! Damn!
Ooh,
Damn!
ooh, nice picking punches. There you go. There you go,
Oh, he's
Tim.
fighting back. I'll give him that. He's fighting back a little bit, but man, Tim's getting his ass. He's hugging him right now. Baby, please. Don't hit
Work him,
me.
Tim. Work him, Tim.
It's a one-sided fight.
Please. I'll stop.
Come on, do it for your father. Do it for your grandfather.
Oh, nice.
Good shit. Good shit.
You know what? As soon as he started going to the body, like you said, Jay, the fight changed.
Because that's where you got to go with these guys that want to move around. You got to go to the body. Don't waste no punches on their head. Go to their body. That's it. That's it. Body then the uppercut. Body then the uppercut.
Like Chavez Sr., man.
Body's there, Tim. Body's there. Body's there. Well, he's getting those shots around the guard, too. That's the good part.
He is. He's sneaking them. He's sneaking them
Good
in.
shit.
Sneaking those hooks.
Gucci's looking better, though, in this last minute.
Gucci.
Damn, he's getting on those ropes.
Gucci bag looking better right here. And Burchell, I think, forgot a fight broke out because can't even counter.
He's trying to hit back, but it ain't working.
Burchell looks awful. He looks terrible,
No,
man.
yeah, he can't count.
Yeah, Burchell looks like shit.
Hands look slow. He's not countering him whatsoever. Defense looks suspect.
Man, I'm thinking Goucher's about to get turned into goat cheese.
Yeah.
Bro, he gonna be Gucci blood.
Yeah, Gucci bag about to get folded.
Good round for Tim. Good round. Close strong.
Yeah.
Close strong in that round.
It's body upstairs, body upstairs, and it's game over. And it's on your bike. It's back to Australia.
Shea Butter had a good round one though, so
he did.
Yeah, he can tell his grandkids about that.
I'll put his ass down.
What happened afterwards, Grandpa?
Yeah.
What happened afterwards?
My memory is a little hazy. My memory is a little hazy.
I was the first one to drop Tim Zhu. I was the first one to drop
He beat me
Tim
like a
Zhu.
drum.
Yeah. But I dropped him in the first round though.
Oh,
Jesus, what a right hand. Jesus.
I was trying to hug him.
Then what happened, Grandpa?
oh my God, Burchell looks fucking horrible.
What the?
He getting the shit beat out of him?
He just looks fine. He's backing up. Nakatila's backing him up.
He looks
He looks
slow,
awful.
methodic. He's
So
not throwing.
Shakur wasn't lying. One of the things Shakur said is that Nakatila can punch. The guy hit hard.
It's not even so much that. It's just Burchell's not doing anything. I mean, I'm not taking away from what he's doing, but Burchell forgot that he's in a fight. It's not a baseball game.
Well, I mean, after getting knocked out the way he did, man, I mean, that probably affected him big time, too. He's having flashbacks to that.
Yeah.
He's down. He's down.
PSTD.
Burchell's down.
Uh-oh.
I'm not surprised.
He's going to put him to sleep right now. Watch.
You think Burchell's getting knocked out again?
I think he's going to get stopped. I think he's going to get stopped.
Oh, nice body shot. Oh.
Oh.
Damn, now you're hugging him and won't let go of the ropes and shit. Come on.
Gucci Bag is getting walked, just dog walked around the whole ring.
Come on, Shea Butter don't look good, y'all.
No, he don't.
Uh-oh.
No, he don't. There it is. There it is. Come on. There it is. There it is. Tim knows how to measure. Tim know how to measure that distance real good. Real good.
Ooh. Oh, nice. That was a beautiful. Oh, damn.
That body.
Oh. That's just target practice. Target practice. That's it. Don't let him grab you, Tim. Get him off you.
Getting him in that body when he tried to hug, man.
Grandpa, what happened in the 6th round? I ate a lot of leather.
Bro,
he hurt my kidney.
When I went back to the corner, I was spitting blood. It was awful.
I can't pee straight no more.
That's right. me and your grandmother tried to make a baby. It never worked afterwards.
Oh shit! He said I can't pee straight no more. Oh shit! Oh shit!
I can't give you $350. He took my wallet.
Oh shit! He's touching him with that jab, touching him. All right, good work from Tim so far. Good. He's in control, and that's the main thing. That he's in control and he's not getting overzealous. He's picking his spots real good.
Right. That's what he needs to do.
Gucci Bag walking back to that corner.
I think Burchell might be shot.
Yeah, that knockout. That's the second time. That knockout with Valdez was the second time he got stopped. That was the second time.
Yeah.
That's it. They just said it was the 5th time he's ever been knocked down in his career.
Somebody said Burchell went down to a jab. Is that true?
He did. I think so. Yeah, I think it was a jab to put him down. Let me see.
What's really sad is I actually just saw one of the corner guys looking at his resume. He had to figure out what he's gonna have to do after this fight because he knows this game over.
Basic. I mean, look, they said, and it's like
Burchell's getting fucking his ass kicked.
Yeah, it was honestly 2 straight jabs and he was down, and they weren't really hard punches. It was a straight jab.
The jab wasn't hard at all. He went down.
Go, Timmy Ranger.
It was an Artman jab. It was so weak, Artman threw it. That's how weak that jab was, and he went down.
Yeah, I think Tim should just pace himself and not shoot his wad or anything.
Exactly.
Just get the rounds in, Tim. You need them.
Get the rounds in and just keep controlling them. That's the main thing. I mean, I would like for him to knock this guy out, but at the same time, don't get overzealous and let him counter you with some shit.
Ooh. Gucci Bag.
The good thing is Tim keeps punching him to the body, man. That's a good thing.
Oh.
If you're watching this round, though.
That was a good right hand by
That's a good round. Good. Yeah. This is what I mean. They're like, yo, take your time, fam. Take your time. Just keep controlling them and keep going.
If you notice one thing in this round, if you're noticing, he's not going downstairs. And what's happening? He's not winning around at this point. He's had his most success when he's gone downstairs.
Yeah, forget the head punches, man. Forget the head punches. He's weak to the body. Guy's been out for a year. He's weak to the body.
Oh, God, this is awful. This is awful, man. Miguel looks terrible. Jesus.
Ooh, nice side body shot there.
This guy who Burchell's fighting, is he? I don't know much about him. Is he known to be a big puncher? I know.
He fought Shakur in what was a snooze fest. And what Shakur said, because a lot of people felt Shakur was very cautious in that fight. And what Shakur said is, the guy could punch. He felt his power. That guy can punch.
Okay.
Damn, he is just drilling Gausha on the ropes.
Yes, he is. Gausha's hoping to catch him with something big. He's hoping to catch him with something big or for counter. He's just got to keep jabbing and putting those shots downstairs because it's those body shots that are really that's what's really hurting him.
It slowed him down after the third round. When he started going downstairs, it slowed the whole entire pace of the fight down.
Right.
For Gucci Bag, slowed down.
Big time. Every time he hits him in the body, he keeps backing up and then ends up on the ropes.
Yeah. And then the head gets open afterwards.
And he's smothering. He also has to smother him because when Terrell can if he can straighten out his arm, there's a little something on those shots. If he can get full extension, so smother him. Don't give him room. Don't give him room to throw.
Right.
Keep drilling him. Keep working him. He ain't fought in a while. Make him feel a fight.
Damn, he's teeing off on him on these ropes, man.
The fight started off that way. I mean, Tim was walking him down. He had success with the counter, but the whole fight has been this way. He's been fighting off his back foot.
Tim better be careful though, man. It seems like he ain't pacing himself the greatest.
Burchell's shot, yo. He's fucking shot.
Go, Timmy. Ranger, Jermell Charlo will dog walk this version of Zoot. Brody, I don't think they're gonna fight. I said that before we got here. Jermell is on the brink of leaving this division. If he beats Castaño, he's not staying at 54.
I think Castaño gets robbed, honestly, again.
I think he gets knocked out.
You think Castaño gets knocked out?
Mm-hmm. We know that Jermell can hurt him because he hurt him in the last fight. It's just that he didn't pour it on. He didn't pour it on thick enough to get him up, but he did hurt him in 2 times.
But please don't deny that Castaño,
No, because listen, Castaño had success. Castaño hurt Jermell. The thing is, Castaño's gonna fight the exact same fight, bro. Yeah. He's a pressure guy.
He doesn't have another gear. No, I don't disagree with you. He doesn't have another gear. That was a hell of a fight, though.
A good fight, great fight.
Tim Shee is saying that Burchell caught COVID and trained through that. Did that really happen?
I didn't hear about that. I didn't hear about that leading up to this fight. I heard about it leading up to the Valdez fight. I heard about that.
Burchell just got staggered again. I don't know if you guys saw that or not.
No.
Burchell got to hang him up after this. He got to hang him up after this.
I think he shot.
He shot. That knockout from Valdez took everything out of him.
No, it did.
It did his damage. It did his damage.
That was a hell of a knockout, too.
There you go. Body, Tim. Body.
Tim. Go around the side of the guard.
He's letting them come back with some stuff. That's not good. But Tim keeps getting him on the ropes, though.
Good little body shot. Good little sneaky little body shot. That's it. Keep hitting him to the body because that's where he's weak.
You think he fights a lot like his dad?
Yep.
He's stiff like his dad.
All he needs is the little pony. All he needs is the little braid hanging off the back, and you can't tell the difference.
Yep.
Steve Farhood got a 68-64 zoo.
He's outside of the knockdown. Terrell Gausha ain't won a round.
It's a sweep.
Tim, what are you waiting for, man?
The better question: what's Gausha waiting for? Why is he not trying to push the pace? He's just sitting there waiting to try to counter.
He's hoping to land a Hail Mary punch because he knows he can't go all out. He can't.
Well, that's great. I'm hoping to marry a supermodel. That's not going to happen either. So let's get reality.
That's funny, Midwest.
Good shit. His body's there.
You know what? Miguel is actually pouring it on right here now in the last 30 seconds of the 5th round. Staggered. Ooh. Oh shit! Burchell just ate a right counter.
Tim's wailing on him right now.
There it is. Let him have it, Tim. Let him have it.
That uppercut.
Take it to him.
Shit.
It is. Let him have it.
He keeps kind of hitting Tim with that right a little bit.
Let him have it.
How do you pronounce this gentleman's name? Miguel's
Burchell.
no. I know him. His opponent. I can't say his last
Nicotila.
Nicotila. No, I can't. Jeremiah will call him.
Jeremiah.
He was stunned there in the last probably 45 seconds. Burchell had a really nice
even
counter.
if Burchell could have like a Hail Mary fucking Lee Wood moment, from the looks of it, from the sound of it, I should say, he need to hang him up, bro. Somebody gonna put you out.
Yes. Absolutely no disrespect. You're correct. Yes, sir.
Hey, Midwest, it's almost like nicotine, but with an LA in it.
Can we call him Nicotine instead? Because I can say that.
Yeah, go for it.
We'll call him Jeremiah Nicotine.
Yeah.
Oh, he landed a nice solid left cross. Burchell did. Burchell is understanding that Social Security is on its way, and he's trying to fight it off. He's actually fighting. He's fighting Social Security, not Jeremiah Nicotine.
Man, they got a lot of people in the armory. Shit, a lot of people.
They like bullets.
Is Lennox Lewis on that card? He's not. He's usually Fox, right? He's not Showtime.
Yeah, he's not Showtime. He's not Showtime. No, matter of fact, sometimes he is. Sometimes he is. Yo, who running past like that, yo? What the fuck? Did you see that?
No. What
I see a blur. I saw a blur. Nothing else.
Fucking running all fast like that. Scared the shit out of me, yo. Like, why you running like that?
They got gym coaches running laps. Like, take a lap.
Well, it was somebody ran fast and the motherfucker just now passed the screen.
Take a lap.
Damn. Tim is hitting him. I'll give him that.
You know what it was? It was Jamal Charlie who's running because he found out Danny's in the building.
Yeah.
He running a 160.
Now you know what happened? There was a waitress with a check. A check. We got a check for you.
Hey, where are you guys at? I'm at 205 of the 9th round.
I'm at 151 in the 9th.
I'm 136.
I'm more Midwest.
Wow. We're all like in different
we got
spots.
I'm at 139.
We got that classy internet.
Yo, classy shit, yo.
They're good shit.
Well, you can see Jermel running up the 160.
Oh shit!
I ain't even gonna shit on Mel because I fuck with Mel. Everybody know that. I fuck with Mel, so I ain't gonna say
double
that.
Time.
Oh shit.
You know what? I don't want to say this, but Gucci Bag's having a better round because he
is having a better round.
He realized he could walk forward.
Yeah. Tim can't let him back in the fight. He got to keep putting on.
Come on. Let your hands go, Tim. You letting him get comfortable. You letting him. Don't do that. Keep his ass on them ropes. Keep his ass on them ropes.
Letting him start to jab him like that again. That's
press him. That's he got him back on the ropes. He's pressing him again. Press him again.
Bro.
There it is.
Oh yeah. Now he's landing.
Yo, Nicotine knocked Miguel's mouthpiece out of his mouth.
Nicotine isn't having quite the same round he has before. It looks like Burchell realized that he has to fight. I don't know what happened.
Burchell just remembered that he's in a boxing match.
Yeah, thank you. That's you took the words out of my mouth. He realized that he's here to fight.
You know, Tim needs a little more head movement, man.
Yeah, he does.
You know, but you know why that happens? Because when you have power like he has, that's the Berlanga effect. You don't have to learn those other moves. And you know what? I give a lot of credit to guys who are more ham and eggers. They have to develop better head movement and better footwork because they can't rely on power. When you have a guy who has power and can walk a guy down, you start to you don't have to learn those other movements as a fighter.
Oh shit, y'all, it's over. The fight was stopped.
Come on,
who
Tim,
stopped
don't
it?
Wait.
Who stopped it?
It was stopped in the corner. I think Burchell's corner stopped it.
Getting hit too much?
Yep.
Well, when he walked,
that's it.
I'm seeing him walk back to the corner, and he was walking sideways, and his face is just pouring blood.
Yeah, Burchell's sitting there in the corner looking lost.
So Nicotila, with that, Nicotila becomes a factor.
Yeah.
He becomes a factor.
Yeah,
he does.
Burchell looked like he just got his third DUI. It looked that bad.
Not, but it's more because of the Shakur fight. A lot of people wondered why is Shakur being so careful? Why is he not going for it? Well, now we know why. Like Nicotila, you gotta respect him. You gotta respect him.
Do you understand how underrated Shakur Stevenson is as a fighter?
He's a great
No, he's
fighter.
not underrated.
Amazing. Well, no, I'm talking about to the average fan, and not to you and me. Like, we understand that, but to the average fan, he's a great in the making. He's a phenomenal fighter.
Yes,
And
he
right
is.
now,
It's
people
the
don't
average
understand.
fan wants entertainment. His entertainment value is not there yet.
I don't disagree with you. What I'm just saying is when I watch him fight, just what he can do to the top level of his division and how easy he can make it look. When you saw the last fight against Aaron, against Jamal, he was. I mean, it wasn't a fight. After the second half, it wasn't a fight no more. Jamal Aaron even knew I'm not going to win this fight. He knew it. He kind of took his cap off in the middle of the ring. It was, and I mean, again, it's maybe wrong to say to you guys because you understand the level of skill set he has, but to the average fan, the guy's amazing. He's an amazing fighter.
He's got an amazing opportunity in front of him with Valdez because now this is Big Show. It's the Big Show.
I think he's gonna dog walk him. Honestly, I think he's gonna win that fight.
Yeah, I got Shakur winning the fight. It
might go to. It's probably gonna go to points, but he's gonna win that fight.
I'm betting the decision.
Nice.
It's going to 12. It's going 12.
Same.
Yeah, and I already told my wife we're gonna put the mortgage on it, so we're either gonna live here or we're gonna double up.
And
but
it's in Vegas.
Hey,
Don't let it be close in Vegas though. The Mexican might get favored, bro.
Well, my wife's Colombian, so we're fine. It'll kind of wash itself out. It'll be good.
Like, come on, get. See. This is what up. Stop waiting, bro. You didn't need to eat that jab. When you got him on the ropes, come around the side of them elbows. Liver punch. There it is.
But he did. If you look up there, he went up top. Well,
Good shit. There's a shot downstairs. There's some shots upstairs. Another good little body shot.
Gucci had a nice counter right there. Gucci's starting to engage now. This is the fight he has. If he wants to win this fight, he has to walk forward more. He has to engage and counter more. He lost probably 4 or 5 rounds just by not engaging.
Tim can't get lazy. Stop walking in the shots. Throw. There it is. That's what we want to see. And that's what the fucking judges need to see. He's in the corner and you throwing.
I was just about to ask you, how many fights have you ever seen where a guy sits in the corner countering ever wins on points?
Mm-hmm.
Never.
Never. That's the aesthetic that you got to show them judges. That not only am I putting him in the corner, I'm throwing and he's not.
He's playing defense, I'm playing offense.
Come on. Pick your spot, pick your entry, and land something clean because he's ready.
Tim got knocked out in the 11th.
It looks like Shea Butter might go to distance. What y'all think?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah.
It's a nail biter, though.
I gotta ask you a question. Sebastian Fundora.
Lubin's a better boxer, but Fundora hits harder, and I think Fundora is more durable.
The fact that guy's 7'9", he's caused problems.
That's what I mean. He's the guy's like 8 fucking feet tall.
I've watched him fight multiple times. I haven't seen a lot of power out of him. He's fought really well on the outside, obviously. But the point being is, at what point in time, what has to happen to beat that guy? He's fought some decent guys, some decent kind of C-level ham and eggers, never stepped up. What has to happen for him to lose?
How do you feel about Lubin's durability, though? The real question is, do you need to be a huge puncher to take out Erickson Lubin? Do you need to be a huge puncher to hurt him? I don't think so.
I will say that Fundora's actually had a really good gas tank. Every time I've watched him, gas tank's been solid. Agree, disagree?
Agree. No, I agree. Because the Sergio Garcia fight was a high-octane, awkward fight, but it's a fight where he had to work, and I've seldom ever seen him tire to where he's not doing anything or he's not throwing.
Every fight I've ever seen a guy fight looks awkward. I mean, literally, he's Spider-Man.
He is Spider-Man. He's like those stick bugs that stand on the side of the building and with boxing gloves.
Yes.
Come on, don't help him, ref. Let the boys fight. He's ready to go. Let the boys fight.
I don't like to give PBC much credit, because they don't really do much well. But watching them kind of push his career the way they've done it, they've developed him very, very well. They started him kind of. That's one of the few fighters I've watched in the last couple of years that he developed well is him.
I agree with that. That they've done well with Fundora. Good step up against Lubin, though. Good step up, but that's a 50-50 fight to me.
Right, but if you look at him, kind of like really, really low rank even 3 years ago, they've kind of staggered him and stared him really, really well. They put him against a couple of guys who have had some decent records.
Nathaniel Gilmore, Sergio Garcia, good fights.
He's proven that he can beat those guys that are, you know, the C-level fighters. So I got to give credit where credit's due. I think PBC's done a really good job with his career, and they didn't just kind of throw him to the circus freak effect where they just said, well, we can just dump against someone big. And
he's one of the few fighters they're developing well. He really is, though. If you think about how he's been matched and what's in front of him, we're gonna know now if he's championship material. Come on. Look, man, he's ready, man. He's ready. Look at that. Look at how much that hurt. He's ready, bro.
Oh.
He's fucking ready, bro.
He's just beating the shit out of him at this point.
They ought to pull him out is what they ought to do. They ought to pull him out.
Huge right hand.
Good shit.
Another huge right.
Good shit. Good shit.
Damn, there go my other kidney.
Good body shot. Good body shot.
Hey, wouldn't it be hilarious if Nicatelia told the camera afterwards you have the right to remain silent?
Bro. Nicatelia just beat the brakes off Burchell. That's the story.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Yes, he did. Poor Miguel, man. Damn.
You know, you got to give a respect for a guy like that. I mean,
no, he's got my respect. I'm just saying it's
no, I'm not saying you're not. I'm just saying, I hate to see that happen. You know that.
But you get knocked out the way that he you know, his knockout wasn't like he collapsed from exhaustion. He was, in fact, put out by the punch.
Yeah, knocked the fuck out.
Violently, I might add. So it's like.
But you have to admit, I mean, being as a boxing fan and watching the arc of someone's career, I mean, it's like Mike Tyson with me, and I think Jules is the same way. To see a guy that you respect and see them at the end of their career, and you watch them, you know, become a shell of who they once were. I mean, that's tough as a fan. You feel bad for that guy. Because,
I feel bad for that. I do.
Because he's leaving everything in that ring, and I mean, that sounds so cliche, but.
Gaucher don't look too happy in his corner.
What's that?
He's opening up now. They're both. I mean, Gaucher's trying to, but Tim's still putting him on those ropes, and he's good left hook from Gaucher. I ain't gonna lie, that was a good left hook. Good body shot. Another body shot.
Jules, you agree with me? When you watch Tyson lose on Lennox Lewis, that
hurt. That hurt. But I'm gonna tell you something. It hurt. But by that time I knew Tyson is not the guy that I grew up watching. Not in 2001, bro. I put 100 on Lennox to take him out, and it hurt because I'm still a Tyson fan. I still am. But I knew then he's just laying his head on guys' chest, looking to land a big shot. He's not doing the peekaboo shit no more.
That's New Jack City and my brother's keeper. I mean, it's the assassination's coming.
I think if Tyson would have fought Lennox when he was, more in his prime years and doing the peekaboo stuff, it would have been a way different fight.
Tyson's a different fighter when he has that speed. At speed, ridiculous, unbeatable. Maybe arguably an unbeatable fighter with that speed.
No, I'm not going to say unbeatable, but very difficult.
Very difficult.
What I'm saying, arguably. I said arguably. He's arguably an unbeatable fighter with his speed. Once he slowed down and put weight on, and not good weight, not muscle weight, he put that dad body weight on. He's a beatable fighter.
Yeah, that and then all the partying and all the rest of the stuff.
That's that dad weight. That's you slow down. You don't think drugs, alcohol definitely is.
Whose phone is on? Somebody on the phone? Hold on, wait. Whose phone is that?
not mine.
It's not mine.
With
It
me.
ain't mine.
I don't hear. Yeah, it's gone now.
Good shot from GAUSHA.
Yeah.
I ain't even going front. That was a good shot. He's still getting outworked though.
Well, I'll give him his props. He's in there, going back and forth.
I mean, I
Yeah,
think
Shea
Tim
Butter wants
already.
assistance.
Yeah, I think Tim, for the most part, he won the fight. Let's hope this doesn't turn out to be a flat-out robbery because remember, this is where Mikhail Fox got robbed.
No,
that's
no.
right.
They can't take this fight from him. No way. No.
No.
He dog walked them 10 out of 12 rounds. He's walking them down.
Watch. We gonna hear some bullshit like a majority decision. How much y'all want to bet?
No. Well, I mean, it's boxing. It happens. Yeah, you hear these ridiculous scores every week.
Yeah.
Well, this guy's style just might have been really difficult for him. So, I mean, he may have a better showing in his next fight.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't think this was a bad showing. Not when the majority of the fight you're pushing him on the ropes, you're getting off power shots, and he's just shelling up. Because that's the only reason. Gotta respect it. But the only reason the fight lasted as long as it did is because this is GAUSHA most of the fight. Most of the fight, this is GAUSHA.
Well, he respects that power. I mean, like most of them do.
Exactly.
Good fight,
if
man. Good
he
fight.
didn't respect it, he wouldn't have spent most of the fight with his back on the ropes, shelling up.
Yeah, it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. It's all clammed up.
So it's a great fight. I honestly think it was a good showing, and he recovered. I'm glad he got knocked down because you need that. Now you could say I picked myself up, and I went on to win all those rounds after
Confidence builder. Instant
Exactly.
confidence builder. Yep.
that. Exactly.
Hopefully he doesn't pull a Ryan and disappear for a year.
No,
He
he
already-
won't.
you know he said he gonna fight 2 more times this year. You know he said that, right?
Yeah, I believe it when I see it. Okay.
See,
Right,
because
yeah,
he
I
won't.
believe it
If
when I see
that
it.
should happen to him again, he won't be afraid because he'll know how to deal with it because he's dealt with it
Yeah.
before. It's a mental
Mhm.
thing, you know.
93 fucking body shots, bro.
Damn.
What?
Oh yeah,
the
he
fuck?
ain't gonna be peeing straight tomorrow.
Well,
With them
when
shit.
he goes to take when GAUSHA go to take a piss, he gonna end up peeing in his face. Stop.
I told you I can't pee straight. Damn it!
He gonna go take a piss. He gonna go point his shit down. It's gonna shoot up. Ref.
Yeah,
Some fucking fight though, man.
I think Tim
So
definitely
where
needs
does
some head movement.
Jeremy where does McIntyre go from here?
Richard Comey maybe.
Oh, I like that fight. This
Nikatila Comey. I mean, you got to look at also, but not because Comey is coming off a 12-round ass whooping, so it may not even be Comey.
Yeah, that's true.
You got to think who is around that needs a fight. Can Nikatila fight? I could go for Nikatila Lopez at 140.
You think he should move up already? Like just
He's
Nakatila?
Well, this the thing. Today's fight wasn't at super featherweight, bro. This was at lightweight.
Oh no, I know. I mean, you think he could go up to 140 and have that?
I mean, who the fuck? Look, Nikatila not small, right? He not small.
But that's
And
like, I mean,
Lopez
that's
is
a
just-
big. That's quite the terrain to traverse. Like have a super featherweight fight for one fight, then move up, and then move up again for your next 2 fights.
I'm wondering who at lightweight do they have for him? Who at lightweight?
Yeah. Because now he kind of made a bit of a name for us. He's got Chelt on his resume now.
Tim needs to work on his defense though, man, and head movement.
Yeah.
He got unnecessarily hit with a number of shots, man.
With a lot of power, you see other things lacking, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean that's the way it goes. When a guy's fast, he's sometimes a little overzealous. When a guy's strong, he's sometimes too stationary. Guy that moves around a lot, he has no power. Everything is a trade-off, yo.
Okay, they didn't rob him. He got it. Tim got it. You did.
What
you
are
got
they?
it.
I had the sound
Thank
down.
God.
I'm sorry. I apologize. They had the sound down. What were
Timmy
the
got it.
scores? What were they? What were the scores? Were they close?
A couple judges had it close. I want to say 113, 114. One judge had it. If you
113, 114? No, I can't.
I think that was one of them. That was one of the cards. That was one of the cards. That's bullshit.
That is bullshit, by the way. I had Tim winning. Listen, I had Tim winning 10 rounds.
They were trying to help him.
I had
They
Tim
were.
winning 10 rounds, bro.
Yep.
Literally, I had him
They
winning,
tried to get him.
and not being generous. No, I had the kid winning about 10 rounds, bro.
113,
The judge needs to be
114. What do you
slapped.
guys think?
I need to see them
what are they?
scorecards just to make sure. I mean, but if I didn't mistake one judge had it, I need to see that again. I need to see it.
Good fight, though. Good fight. Good learning fight. My beloved Australia. We got 2 big wins for my beloved Australia, my Sydney, my Melbourne, my Queensland. 2
They
big
got-
wins.
I hate
Jules
to
is
interrupt you.
old and he's tired and he's going to bed.
Jules, before you go, they got Miguel Bercher. They got him. Yeah, they got him going to the hospital. They're strapping him in to a gurney here.
Stretcher.
Bro, the guy got hit too fucking much, bro. The guy shot. He shot.
Hey,
You're
did
all-
Stein Nicholson fight tonight?
Yeah, she did. She looked good too.
Okay.
She looked good. You know who really looked good though? That's flying under the radar, but I got it recorded. My girl Carolyn Dubois looked fan-fucking-tastic. She hit this girl so hard that her body stopped her right there. Looked like the girl was gonna take a shit.
She got
Literally, yes, she hit the girl so hard. She literally stopped the joint from moving. The girl looked like she was about to shit right there in the ring.
I gotta
right
watch
there.
that. I gotta look that up. Okay, I gotta watch that.
Real shit, but it was a good fight, good weekend of fights. All 3 predictions stuck. Very good, very good. But I will say, my prediction was backwards. I thought Warrington was going to win on points and Zoo was going to win by knockout. It happened the other way. Warrington won by way of knockout. Zoo won on points.
Yeah, I didn't see that come.
Yeah, I was wrong about Warrington, man.
Hey, it's just a thing.
I thought he was going to.
You know what the thing is? It was this. I think what got lost in translation from that Galahad knockout, it was the switching that got him knocked out. It was the switching that, like, you switched off the southpaw and you really didn't need to do that. And you switched to that, he switched to it and then he got caught with an overhand right. And I'm like, well, you're not going to catch Josh with an overhand right. He orthodox. He going jab with that hand. So it's a different fight. Different fight. And two, Galahad was weight drain.
Right.
Everybody mad that look, Sophia, I'll headbutt everybody, yo. If headbutt is what it take to win the fight, then I'm going to headbutt the shit out of everybody. I'm Bonk's adventure.
You guys sound like Double Dragon. You want people to beat them with clubs and
real
chains
shit
and bats.
Double Dragon.
Yeah, you don't even. Yeah, Streets of Rage. You don't even want boxing. You want literally beat downs the street.
I want Final Fight. I want Hagar. I want Axel. All the shit with the chains and the garbage cans. All the cheating shit. All the dick punching. All the cheating shit.
You want
Jules,
WWF, but in reality.
Real shit. I like the cheating shit.
I appreciate your honesty.
Jules, back to Palacio's post. He said this top rank released Birchill. What you think? What do they do with him now?
I mean, he should. Honest to God, I think he should retire. What he might do is go back to fighting in low-level cards. He might go fight on some Xanfa cards. Fight
He's
some
leaving
guys.
in an ambulance. I mean,
bro, you really think he gonna retire though? I don't.
I don't.
No,
I don't.
I
I
don't.
don't. No, I don't. He still
I
thinks
think
like,
he
nah,
gon-
I
I think
can still do something. Yeah.
I think he's gonna go fight on some Xanfa cards against some guys with upside down records for maybe a year or something, and he'll pop up one more time and get cold slept.
Then that'll be it. Then that should be it.
A lot of guys in boxing don't know anything else. What do you do with your time? You've been boxing your whole life.
Let me say this to Ralph Unreal. Ralph Unreal, Castaño has the style that Tim beats. So no, you're wrong. The reason he looked that way with Gaucher is because Gaucher is not going to stand in front of him and make himself available. Castaño will. So you wildin'. Like you wildin'. You wildin'. We see what we like. You really, I ain't even care. Like, no, you wildin'. If you gonna open up, the more you open up, the easier you make it for him to use his power. The reason Gaucher made it difficult is because he didn't want to open up. He wanted to hide behind a shell and get off counter shots. You'll see.
It's like if you stand there, if you stand in front of a pressure fighter or a brawler or whatever, a slugger, and you don't move, you're just doing his work for him.
No.
Who that?
What audio is that?
Who that? That wasn't me.
I don't know.
Yeah, I was just saying, but like if you stand in front of a guy and you don't move, and like he's a pressure fighter or a bro, you're just doing half his job for him, or he's doing half the work for you. You ain't gotta go looking for him.
Yeah,
Castaños
like
he's just in the pressure,
they
pressure,
not
pressure. So yeah,
understanding that Gausha
yeah.
is a guy that moves backwards. Tim is a guy who moves forwards. It's a
Yep.
difference. It's a
Well,
big difference.
where does Tim go after this fight? What's his move?
What happens now, he's not gonna get the winner of Charlo versus Castaño. What he might get is Castaño for the vacant WBO or Kurbanov for the vacant WBO, and he'll beat Kurbanov because technically Liam Smith beat Kurbanov.
Castaño is a good fight. That's be a good fight between them two.
If it happens the way I think it's gonna happen, right? If Castaño gets knocked out, he's not gonna fight Tim next, and Tim plans on fighting 3 times this year. The next guy behind Tim in the WBO ranks is Kurbanov, the Russian. So if they don't skip Kurbanov because of the crisis in Russia, I'm gonna assume that it'll come down to TSZYU and Kurbanov, and TSZYU will beat Kurbanov. He can beat Kurbanov easy. I think Castaño he about to get knocked out. But even if he don't get knocked out and it's a tough ass fight, he ain't gonna go from one tough ass fight to another tough ass fight. He gonna drop in the ranks, and the next man gonna turn up. Now, gentlemen, I'm old. Country, I'm old.
He's old and going to sleep.
And I'm
You
going to
ain't
sleep.
old. That's old as a mindset. Damn it.
Well, I'm in that mindset right now, and I'm about to go to sleep.
He didn't get his afternoon nap, fellas.
Just one last thing before you go. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah, man,
Gentlemen,
thanks for having us on, Jules.
Yeah, all you guys have a good night. Nice talking with you.